wrong with you?
You have to do the
It's
clapping
it's
thing.
like meme review.
Do the clapping
That like
thing.
Oh,
meme
me
review.
review.
You gotta do the
Ew,
clapping
no.
thing to start.
I'm sorry, nah. I'm sorry, but nah. Mm.
Yeah, that's pretty cringy, bro.
Darlin, I dare you to say start or some shit so we can start.
Just be like, all right, or something.
Fuck
Hey,
off.
sisters.
Yes.
Alright, that's how we started. Okay, we started.
Fuck, no, wait, no.
It's too late, we started. I'll
Shit.
post it on your Instagram. We started live stream.
I already did.
No, right now.
Oh,
We started
okay,
live
hold
streaming.
up.
That we're live on YouTube.
Fuck.
Alright. So let's talk about what Darlin said, that apparently there's an asteroid gonna hit Earth. I look it up on Google right now, and it says that there has been a daily update that an hour ago that a NASA asteroid tracker, a 53,000 mile per hour rock, is heading towards Earth, and now everyone's wondering whether it's gonna hit it or not. Didn't they say it was like the size of a football field?
Yeah, but that could do a lot of damage, though.
And it has its own like little rock orbiting it as well.
Like, how much damage do you think it could do, though?
Well, it could
Pretty
probably
good.
destroy city.
Just one city, right? Or like, what else
Yeah.
do you think it can destroy?
So, like, nuclear bomb type damage, or...
I don't
Yeah,
think
probably
nuclear.
nuclear bomb.
I don't think nuclear.
Yes, no, definitely
like-
nuclear.
Are you sure?
It's not going to leave radiation, but it's going to cause a lot of damage.
Is it gonna?
Unless it has radiated stuff in it, you know?
I don't know.
Eddie, you're gonna have to go somewhere else because I can hear John in the back, or Daniel in the back, or whoever in the back.
Okay, give me a second. I'm moving to...
No, but like,
Uh,
how should I say?
Hold up! What do you
But
want?
is it as big as
Watch out!
Fuck off. Fuck off.
I muted him. Is it as big as what's it called? Can it destroy, like, you know how Hiroshima had like a giant blast? Is it like that? What is it gonna? It's gonna leave a giant crater, won't it?
Well, a meteor like that hasn't really hit Earth in a long time, I'm guessing, because it would kill a lot of people. But I'm pretty sure it would cause a lot of damage.
What's the difference between an asteroid and a meteor?
I think just scale in general, like how big.
Yeah,
it is.
scale.
Isn't one no? But like, isn't one in Earth's atmosphere and the other one isn't? Like, an asteroid can be a meteor, but a meteor can't be an asteroid. I think that's what it is.
Oh yeah.
Or I'm
Yeah.
not sure
No.
exactly.
Aren't asteroids created with like, aren't they like more cold, have like more ice and water and stuff on them?
That would be
carry more.
what would that be?
Hmm.
I don't know exactly. Eddie, I unmuted you from the server.
Oh, yay.
But like, I don't know. Eddie, do you know the difference between an asteroid and a meteor? Isn't it like one is inside Earth's atmosphere?
No,
There
I
has to
don't
be.
know what's the difference of an asteroid and a meteor.
Last time I heard, it's one has to be
Their size?
one. That's what Isai was saying. Isai and Darling
how
are
they
both saying
travel?
their signs.
Don't ask me.
What do you
Like-
mean? How they
Um,
travel?
We could be confusing it for like meteorite, and then meteor. You know,
See, now
an asteroid
meteorite.
figure?
See, look, now meteorite is a different question too.
Or is it no meteor?
So what's a meteorite?
I think a meteorite is like when the space rock like actually hits the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that a collision?
Yeah, an impact.
So, guys,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
dinner is ready.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm gonna just mute you.
You gonna eat this bread?
Okay, I muted him. Anyways, but like, how should I put it? Cause you have the asteroid belt, right? So everything in there is labeled as an asteroid.
Yep.
Did you guys hear that asteroids have their own. You know what phones are made out of? If we were to, if we were to
Hmm.
build, if we were to build like, uh, how should I put it? If we were to build like a ship that can make it to an asteroid like really fast within a span of a year, and then come back, the amount of the price on phones everywhere would automatically drop to like $15. And
Well,
and that and that would be and the cuz like the supply of it, right? Goes all the supply of it goes all the way up, I think. Or like the demand
well,
of it, the demand
what
of
are
it
the
goes down.
chances of a spaceship grabbing a asteroid as big as like if you say the price of phones will go down, that means it's gonna have a lot of material in it. What are the chances that
I'm sorry.
that if you grab an asteroid in space for a spaceship and bring it down to Earth, that it's not gonna freaking blow up a city or
No,
more
no, no, no.
because
Like
it's going to be
no, no,
going
no, no.
really fast
Like the
and it will
first
get really hot.
did you guys see? I don't think Vsauce posted that video. It was another YouTuber, but oh, Lifelore. He was all like, the first trillionaire in the world is gonna be the person who mines asteroids, because asteroids have like extremely like good material in them. They have I don't know what material they have, right? But the material that they have on in an asteroid, like that's like extremely rare on Earth. So like if we were to go and mine it, or like the first person to go and mine it will become a trillionaire automatically.
I've heard about that.
Well,
Go on.
I also heard like there's like a okay off topic, but like I heard that there's like a planet out there somewhere that's like diamonds, full of diamonds. The entire thing's a diamond.
Well, if you think, I don't think diamonds are worth anything anymore. The fact that you can just like pressure them down to size and then boom, you have a diamond.
True.
Because isn't gold much more valuable than diamond? Or am I thinking of something wrong?
Something wrong. I'm pretty sure diamonds are more valuable than gold.
yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't.
Considering it takes
You can't.
longer for diamonds to grow.
You
Oh,
can't
true.
compress anything into diamond. There's no technology that's able to do that at all.
You just put peanut butter under extreme pressure and boom, you have a diamond. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
I read that.
but where's that pressure coming from? There's no pressure on Earth that exists that we're able to use it in that manner. That's why diamonds are so expensive.
The push press.
That doesn't
What
as
did it
much
be?
pressure,
Push
dude.
press?
Not a hydraulic press or anything like that. That's nothing compared to the pressure it takes to make a diamond.
I mean, I believe you're right. No, but here's the thing. You never. But
Because
there's like
diamond needs
millions.
heat
But
and
there's thousands of jewelry made out of diamonds.
yeah.
Why
This
is there
Earth
such a high
has been here
quantity?
for like millions of. This Earth has been here for millions of years, and it's gone through a lot of stuff like
Yeah,
the
volcanic
Earth,
eruption.
volcanic eruptions. Like the Earth has been on fire. The Earth has been frozen. It's a cycle.
Now, question, right? Like what? Shit. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. What about gold? Gold is really limited,
Is it
True,
really
but
though?
but we
hold up.
rarely have anything of that ever since the like the diamond. I mean the gold rush of something west.
The
Is it
gold
really
rush.
though? Is it really though? Or do just all the rich people have it?
It was mainly found in South America. That's why Spain decided to take every single piece of gold.
Yeah, everything was built with gold in Egypt and Africa as well. As you can see in history, thrones were made of gold. Everything, literally everything.
Everything.
Everything they had was golden.
But why
And
gold?
people have stolen that and converted them into something else. Because it's shiny. And people like shiny stuff.
What about diamond? Like I'm saying. As in,
Diamond.
no, like I'm saying.
It's
As
harder
like,
to find.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If people stopped for
Who-
gold, do you think some people would have kept
who's
going
to
for diamond?
Who's to say? How like science says back then we used to have two moons and then one
Yeah,
of the moons collided with the Earth. Who's to say that pressure didn't create diamonds that we have now?
Actually, the moon collided with the other moon, which is our moon.
Mm.
So that's how we have one moon.
Oh yeah, we have one moon, don't
Yay.
we? No, we used to have two moons. No, we
Yeah.
used to have three or some shit.
No, what? Okay, where did you hear
So-
about the third moon?
I'm pretty sure something collided with the Earth, though.
Yeah, a small like Mars planet, a planet similar to Mars, like slammed into Earth, if I remember correctly.
I think I think they weren't moons at the time. I think they were just asteroids. But like
Yeah,
huge
but who's to
asteroids.
say that
When does
that,
an
that
asteroid turn
pressure
into a moon?
created?
I
Who's
mean,
to say that
obviously,
pressure
There you
created
go.
the
How's
minerals
that?
that we
When
have
when is an
now
asteroid turn into a
in
moon?
the Earth? That's what I'm trying to say.
okay, so for like
What is
an
classified a
asteroid to
moon?
become, okay, so a
It
moon
revolves around
Is
yeah,
that right? It
a
revolves
planet.
around a planet.
a
a
smaller
big rock that
celestial
revolves
planet
around.
that orbits like
But Saturn
a-
is just
a host
gas,
planet.
though. It's a gas planet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but it
still a
still has
planet
a
though.
core.
Yep. As well as
Right.
Jupiter. Jupiter's a gas planet.
Wait, what happened?
Okay, what
What I
makes
missed?
Parmesan?
Yeah, exactly. Tell me that.
Oh my bad. I muted the live stream so they weren't able to hear that.
Okay.
No, but like so what were we talking about? The asteroid, right?
Yeah, what makes the asteroid a moon?
So
That was
Darlin
what-
says, or science says that it's when it's revolving around a planet, right? But then
Yes.
Darlin added the speculation that it has to be a rock. But
I never said it had
I
to
mean,
be a
it-
rock.
who said it?
It ha-
You said it has to have a core.
Oh, someone
it-
said
at
rock.
least
And depending on mass,
it also has to have like a dominant like gravitational pull,
yeah.
which Jupiter does have. It does have like 60 something moons.
Aren't some of Jupiter's moons at least like bigger than planet
Couldn't
Earth?
Saturn's ring be considered moons? But they're small.
No.
But they're
No,
They're just
small.
they're
space
all
they're just
either
space
meteors
rocks.
Yeah, rocks. But some of the moons do travel through the rings, or well,
What the fuck is a
Jupiter.
space rock then? Is it not an asteroid or a meteor?
a space rock is essentially in my book just like a lone rock that just floats throughout space.
It's
Yeah.
just useless.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it just kind of
And
wanders.
to be a moon, it's like a space rock with more mass.
It doesn't have like any materials inside of it, does it?
Asteroids do, yes.
They do.
Or space rocks is what I'm saying.
They do.
They do.
Yes.
Are they consistent with asteroids? Like, do they have like the same principles as it? Or like, would it be? I don't know how. The way I'm wording it is stupid. But that's how I'm trying to explain it. I'm trying to like make it better. Now,
Interesting.
what was I going on about? So like, do you know? Have you ever wondered how far like an asteroid has traveled?
True.
Like we see them all the time, but we rarely know how far they travel. Or maybe we do. Maybe we do know. But like it's not that interesting for some reason. I would love a record of like where it originated and how far it's been traveling.
I mean, getting data for that, I imagine, would be kind of tricky.
I don't think we can carbonate it. I don't think this.
We probably won't be able, unless we're able to collect it. Then that would be almost impossible. I guess we would just have to look at it
Dude,
as
meteors.
it travels.
Dude, meteors fall from space every day. They always fall
True.
from space.
They do, but it's so small and they burn up in like the atmosphere.
We just need like a pebble, and then we gotta carbonate that shit and see how far or how long it's been out there.
But I mean, could we even carbonate that though?
I don't
like,
even
what
know.
are we looking for? That's the thing. What are we looking for?
So life, or
Like
like the
age?
Earth has carbon. Everything
Yeah.
has carbon, right? A
Yeah,
material.
everything has carbon.
If we were to grab an asteroid and carbon date it, hopefully it would tell us exactly like how long it's been alive or how long it's been around.
That's fair. I can definitely see that happening.
But the thing that I'm terrified about it, right, is what if an asteroid's been like just yeeting throughout space for like more than our carbon data machines are able to cope with.
Then it would just classify as really old.
It's it would be amazing to me. I don't know. All right, I believe. All right, how long has the Earth been around for? I mean, 4 billion years, right? How long has the universe been
And no,
around
not
for?
even a billion years.
4 billion years.
Oh, Earth.
How long has the universe been around? I think the universe
Okay,
has been around for like, isn't it the same amount of time, right?
it's definitely older than Earth. Earth is approximately 4.543 billion years old.
Okay, so I just looked it up on Google. The universe has been around for 14 billion years. How did they
Sorry, I'm
calculate
back.
that?
They can't.
Then
I
how,
think it's just
That's
estimates.
that's a guess.
that's a pretty big guess.
Imagine the scientist that was approached on that offer, just like, hey, can you figure out how old Earth is? Like, how do you take up something like that? Like, where do you even
Do you think they
start?
just ballpark it?
Yeah.
How would
Do
you
you
even
think it's?
start?
Do you think that it's kind of more like, um, what you call it? Um, hold on. It started with a P. Philosophical or something. Philosophy, kind of.
Philosophy?
Yeah, like, you think when they were making up that answer, they put a little bit of their own philosophy in it?
It sounds like they would, but at the same time, I'm like terrified as to figure out what exactly they're gonna do with it. Cause like you can, at that point, you can make up anything, couldn't you? Cause nobody knows anything, and like the only way to get this proven is if some other nut job comes in and starts speaking confidently and shit, and then everyone else starts culting him, right?
True, yeah. I mean,
Yep.
anything can happen. You just gotta put your mind to that shit, you know?
In order for science to work, right, you have to have something unexplainable and try and prove it.
Very true, yeah.
Cause all right, so the Big Bang, right? It's
hmm
so crazy to think about. Like, how the fuck do you know it's smaller than an atom? What the fuck is smaller than an atom? Apparently, the
I
start
mean,
of the universe.
there were things like before the Big Bang. It was only dark matter, though.
Where did the
Like,
energy come from for the Big Bang?
apparently, like a bunch of molecules decided to, hang out together, and they're like, "Yo, what if we just explode?"
What if we just start
And
spinning? Is
they
what they were saying.
exploded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but shit.
You
God,
know, I think you guys are getting too far into the topic.
I was on a point.
Oh,
Hold
we were
on.
talking about
I was on a point. Hold on.
what? Oh, okay.
So,
Damn.
so apparently the scientists say that the whole universe, right, is gonna
hmm
collapse and destroy on itself and just become nothing, right? What if
Would
it's
it cause another Big Bang?
That's what I'm saying. What if it's just another
Yo,
cycle? What if it's just like a huge ass cycle? Like this is doomed to continue for eternity, and we just don't know it. Like
my
say,
What if
question:
nothing?
like say you
if
don't
What
it,
want,
if
if
like
nothing
it,
ever
say,
started and you're just in an illusion?
like say you don't believe in religion,
Because
right?
none of that makes
All
any
right,
sense.
forget religious talk, right? Forget religious talk, right? And
hmm
scientists say that the universe is gonna collapse itself. Everything's just gonna be nothing, right?
yes,
You take that into
everything
account,
will.
and you start thinking to yourself, how did the Big Bang start? There was nothing around, and then like a bunch of collection of molecules just decided to come together and then explode. Like what the fuck? Like that shit could happen again. What if we're not even this isn't the first time? What if this is like the 20th, the 3000th, like the 10,000th time that this has happened and we just don't
I
know.
mean, the universe is dying. I
And
mean,
it just loops all over again.
I remember watching a video that explains like how NASA is like discovering that more suns are dying than are being born. You know,
Hmm.
so that technically by their accounts, their universe is dying in a way.
Hmm.
So maybe we're like almost there. We just gotta wait for a couple more suns to die, and boom, bang bang.
One of the most terrifying things, though, right, is that a supernova can go off at like any time and just obliterate our
Oh,
galaxy.
oh,
Or I forgot
there,
what it is. I don't think it's a supernova,
there
but like
is there a neutron star.
something. And I know it's a star where it can just go
I,
off at any moment and just neutralize everything in our galaxy, and none of us would notice because we'll be dead in like a matter of two
True.
milliseconds.
Hmm.
That's how fast it goes.
But, fair enough. But I do know that there is one um like red giant out there, Beetlejuice, that's like getting ready to like explode.
They call it Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you this. Let me ask both of you guys this. How long do you think humans are gonna be around?
Oh, I
Humans,
mean, I'm pretty sure humans might kill themselves. So, you know,
true.
it's gonna be a most likely man-made apocalypse.
Ah, true. That makes sense. All right, here. Let me put this time frame into your head, right? And to show you how insignificant we are. According to NASA or big heads in science, right?
Yes.
We have been the Earth has been around for 4.5 billion years.
Mm-hmm.
Humans have been around, are like walking at the like us, right?
Yes.
Two-legged walking humans have been around for 200,000 years.
Mm-hmm. Go
Written
See
on.
how much you
written
fucked up.
civilization, written history has only been around for 20,000 years. Modern
Go on.
technology, like space exploration,
A
has
couple
only
of
been
thousand.
around for like a
No,
hundred
100.
years. Like
Pretty slow as
space
humans are.
exploration and like advanced technology has only been around for like 100 years, maybe even less. But it's only been around for like 100 years. So small compared to 4.5 billion years. We're
Yeah,
just we are in the
we're so
start.
If
small.
you opened up,
We are in the start, right?
Yeah.
And we are in the start of it, and we're probably gonna die off before we even manage to get to like a habitable place. Way far off. Not even a habitable place, right? Just like another planet to just observe on. We're
I
so
mean,
far off, it's terrifying to think about. In my
I
opinion,
would,
I get scared. I stay up at night thinking about that shit.
I believe we
what?
can
That
go to like other planets. We just, gotta fund NASA more.
Not in our time. Not
Well,
in
yeah,
our time.
unfortunately.
We will us unfortunately will be old.
Sad face.
what if someone
Maybe 10 grandkids down the
discovers
line.
the
Yes.
yo? What if someone discovers immortality though?
Not possible.
Isn't that what they're doing? There's a sea creature. I forgot what it's
Yeah,
called.
The
there's a
jellyfish live.
jellyfish. There's a jellyfish that can reverse its age.
Yeah. There's a jellyfish that can reverse its age and then go back to normal. It goes
The
through
last time I
puberty
heard
and
about that,
everything.
was like scientists were trying to figure out how it's able to do that.
Isn't there also a lizard that does that? I forgot what
Maybe
I forgot what it was.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, they were trying to the lizards that can grow their tail back like it's nothing. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're trying to figure that out too. But they've been talking about it for so long. I don't believe it if it's true anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of a weird thing.
No, lizards do grow their tails back. I've seen it happen.
No. Like I'm saying that I don't think they're gonna be doing anything with that type of information anytime soon.
Oh,
Like they get the
yeah.
information that they need, but don't do anything
They
with
won't.
it.
I think that's what scientists do sometimes. They have like a shit ton of information, right? But they're all like, I don't know what the fuck to do with any of this. Maybe I can do some things, but like, I'm probably not gonna come up with anything anytime soon.
I mean, they could go the way of Dr. Connors and just like try to introduce that into like their bloodstream.
Oh my god.
And hopefully you don't become a freaking lizard man thing.
Ah, that's terrifying.
Yo,
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Some
Yep.
Spider-Man type shit. Eddie, so we were
That-
talking about how time on Earth is so disappointing to hear. Because you have like 4.5 billion
Yeah.
years and only 100 years of like 100 years of modern technology. And so like that's like a pretty big fucking gap. If we manage, all right, if a
It's
soc-
kind of crazy.
if we as a
Oh, sorry.
society, right, can manage to work together but still have our issues, right, and not kill each other off, I feel
Mhm.
like America, Russia, or England would be the first ones to reach a different planet. Unless America, Russia, or England die off. One of those guys are gonna have to do something. But in reality, it's gonna be some like Albert
it's
Einstein
most
from
likely
India.
going to be a millionaire. Let's be honest.
It's gonna be Jeff
Private
Bezos,
companies.
Amazon.
No, fuck that.
Amazon is gonna
Jeff Bezos.
Amazon is gonna do space exploration.
I wouldn't even doubt it if Amazon said one day like they're gonna start their own space program.
Elon Musk is probably just gonna
That's what
send
I'm
it.
thinking. That's
Elon-
Elon Musk all the
Elon-
way.
Elon Musk and his
Elon
SpaceX
would-
program.
He would do it in a heartbeat too.
He would do it without
I
thinking
mean,
of anything.
Elon Musk is literally the real life Iron Man. Let's be honest.
Yeah, let's be honest. Elon Musk is literally the real life Iron Man. He just doesn't discuss it. He just says, "Yo, we're gonna do this."
If I start seeing a flying iron suit, I'll be like, "Yo, Elon,
I'm
What's good,
pretty
though?
sure they already did that.
full on
Yeah,
Iron Man type shit."
Yeah, like
Yeah,
like
there's a
not even
flying
like a
suit,
jet power thing, but like
With
actual.
jet propulsion.
What the fuck?
You can look it up.
Yeah, didn't like they do a test flight from one boat to another boat
One boat to
from like a,
Yeah, but they've also tried it multiple times.
This is the first time I'm hearing of this, bro. That's
If
fucking
you
insane.
look on the
I mean, of
channel
course,
that-
it's not as slick as the movie. It's kind of big and bulky, but I mean, it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
That's how the first movie started. What
But-
you mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yo, but
Just give him a
you
couple
know,
more years, bro.
They're going to
If you look
slim
on
it
the-
down. Don't worry.
If you look on the Hacksmith, he was doing an idea similar to that jet propulsion thing. And what's funny was that a little bit later, a company revealed that they had that technology and they were able to do it. They flew him out to meet the guy who created the whole setup for it, and he was able to fly it around on low power for a little bit.
Dude, that's fucking insane.
It's pretty sick, isn't it? Right?
Do you think?
You could look.
No, but like people like that, right? I guarantee you, they're gonna sell it.
Yeah, they
They're gonna
will.
If
sell
they
it to
sell
the.
it-
They're gonna sell it to the
Jet-
public, right?
Jet
If
powered
they sell it
boots.
to the public, I would be scared. There's some
And then you
there's
have
some
some
people
random.
out there that are pretty dumb.
Yeah, you have some
know?
random Randy over there just fucking flying from building to building. Or you have some other
Imagine
Randy
like,
over there.
imagine someone
fucking
like
doing
slamming
bulletproof
into a
stuff.
building at Skyline.
I would be scared because if that was ever sold to the public, I'm just thinking about
I think they would have to do
Uh,
therapy, wouldn't they?
I would-
Or like mental checkups every time, like they do with pilots.
Probably,
yeah,
yeah.
but
Pilots do mental
Yeah.
checkups every.
I think they would make it
I
really
think-
hard to even acquire that
I'm
too.
pretty sure pilots do mental checkups every 6 months or every year. I forgot.
Oh, they have to definitely,
They have
especially
to
in the
do it.
military.
So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like if they were ever to release something like that onto the public, they would have to do something like that. They would have to do background checks. They would have to do mental checkups. They would have to do, like
Oh, it'd be
some
like the
therapy type.
be
stuff.
like the FBI and ask their neighbors to say, "Hey, do you know this person? And do you think they're a trustworthy person?" That kind of stuff, you know?
Is that what the FBI does?
Yeah. When you get into a high position or somewhere where it's like, yo, you're gonna hear secrets and you're not gonna tell them at all.
Oh heck no, bro. I don't
Isn't
think
that
I'm
right,
able to
Mom?
do that.
Remember the guy across the street? He was hired for something in like top level
Dude, but
security.
Israel,
Like the
Yeah.
neighbors got interviewed and
fucking
stuff.
dude,
Yeah,
things are
exactly.
crazy, bro. Things
What?
like people who are doing that are crazy. How
FBI?
long until you think like it's like fully on mobile and shit?
What, the jet boot, the Iron Man suit thing?
Yeah,
I give it
Oh, I
maybe 30, 40 years.
30, 40 years, right?
If we really push it, maybe 20 or 15.
If we push it, aren't we
If we
going?
push it.
Aren't
I
people already
think
gonna be sent to Mars in like 2030?
NASA plans to
well,
have
you
people on
gotta
Mars
think
by
about it.
20, I
Technology
think it
is
was 2032, but let's be honest, it's more like going to be like 2050.
Dude, NASA's weird.
oh I have
Because
no
the reason why NASA's not been able to do anything is because like the administrations keep changing. Like Bush wanted like to go, restart the moon project.
Uh huh.
So, NASA did that for a little bit, and then the Obama administration came in, stopped that, and said, "No, we're going to go to Mars." So that's what they did, and well, they haven't, they don't have like
I
an
think
organized idea because the administrations, whoever comes in, has like these different things that they want to accomplish.
I think NASA should just be able to make its own
Dude,
decisions.
yeah, that's
And
what I thought. So when I was a kid, I thought NASA was like their own little organization,
yeah, I thought NASA was
just
its
like
own thing, but
just
then
under American watch. So like America would like, or like under American government watch, where America would just come and be like, "Hey, you guys are doing fine over here," and then they'll be like, "Yeah, we're
Hmm.
doing fine. We're just like researching like new moon stuff," and America would be like, all right, keep going."
Just like, "Hey, NASA, are you good?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're vibing in space."
Yeah,
we're
that's
vibing in
exactly
space.
what I thought they'd do. But apparently not. Apparently it's like an entire government like system over there in
Yeah.
NASA.
I think that's dumb.
As soon as some dickwad is in office and wants to travel moon again, NASA has to put all their research on hold and be like, "All right, looks like we got to go back to the moon, boys."
Hmm.
I
It's,
don't think science should be let. I don't think science should be controlled by political reasons. That's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think that politics mixed in with a little bit more
I believe
like
politics
that. Yeah.
mixed in with any form of like advancement for mankind is pretty shitty.
Yeah.
true.
Like that's some pretty fucked stuff.
I mean, look at the political parties now. All they could ever do right now, uh, just spit arguments and fight, but
Fair
they
enough.
don't.
Yeah.
You know how
But they
fucked up.
don't have the ability to compromise and discuss it like civilized people.
I mean, that's because we're still like, the nation's really divided right now. Like whoever, like the Cheeto that's in charge right now.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
he's talking
The
about
Cheeto,
Trump.
Oh,
What was it again,
oh
dude?
yeah.
But you know how fucked up the government is. No matter who's in office, there is a there is this history. Like you can look it up, right? You guys know
Hmm.
the disease syphilis, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when syphilis first had an outbreak in America, people were going to like pharmacies and like stuff trying to find a cure, right?
Yeah.
Well, we already had the cure at that time, right? And we only gave it to white Americans. So what the government did is that people like black people who had syphilis, they didn't give them the cure because the government wanted to see how far syphilis would go. So African Americans at the time would have to would basically die or just suffer from syphilis throughout their lives.
Yikes.
Just because the government wanted to see how far syphilis would go. And I was like, and this is like, dude, it's so crazy because it's like recent history. This is in the 1900s, like mid 1900s. fucking insane.
Hmm.
But it's so crazy to me, man. And I don't understand why people would do such a thing. But the government's a piece of shit, so like that.
Well, yeah, the U.S. government can be a piece of shit. I mean, think about it.
If you go into deep history about like
They've done a
horrific
lot
things
of.
of like not just our government, but like other government, it's pretty fucked up. It's like pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
And like I don't know, man. Things like that, fucking I don't know. They boil my blood because it's all like, how would you not have the common decency to at least help out other people?
Yeah, at least have the common decency to help out your fellow man.
Exactly. Like pretty fucked up. Oh, dude, like I don't know. Like I don't like if you would have to be in the mentality of like what they were going through at the time though. That's why. So my history teacher, right, when we were studying about like slavery, he would be all
Hmm.
like, you have to put yourself in the mentality of a white like young boy or girl, right? This is what they've been taught. This is how they've been raised. What they think they're doing is right.
Yeah, it's about teaching people the right things. Ignore that voice crack, please.
This shit was hilarious.
It was
Shut up.
hilarious.
It was
I was just dying in the back.
Hey mom, are you proud?
All
I
right.
still get voice cracks.
So, all right. So straying away from creepy American and just like overall world history bullshit. Let's talk about the movies. Let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yo, let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Issa, you want to talk about it since you went to go watch it first?
Wait. I want to bring up the point how Puma made actual Sonic the Hedgehog shoes.
Yeah, they did.
Not for sale.
Yeah, they did.
No,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
did.
not
It was for sale.
It's not for sale.
No,
No, I
no.
heard.
No, there's like a different Sonic product line with Puma, and it's like, but
They
it's not
did
like the
make all right.
shoes
So
that
Puma
were
did make
shown in
Sonic
the
shoes,
movie.
right? But it's not
Yes.
the ones you see in the movie.
Oh, not okay. That
It's
makes
not the ones that
okay.
you see in the movie.
The ones you see in the movie actually look pretty cool. Have you?
I'd rather have the ones that they made in the movie.
Okay.
All right, but go on. Isaiah, since you're the one that saw it first.
Okay, Jim Carrey. What you guys think of him?
Yo, Jim Carrey is the bomb. I loved it.
Yeah, Eddie.
Yo,
Eddie-
Jim
Eddie
Carrey.
liked the movie.
My God, was he interesting to watch? This guy was
Yes.
literally hilarious.
Dude,
Wait,
this
hold
guy,
up.
that guy's
Wait,
amazing.
Oh wait, before we start talking about the movie, I know it's kind of late, but like, spoiler warning.
All right, spoiler for anything. First of all, but like,
Fair enough,
Spoiler
okay.
if you're listening
for-
this far, you already liked the movie, so like, fucking A.
Okay, so I might. Okay, so Jim Carrey. Okay, I remember hearing in an interview that
Alright.
like,
You guys
He
keep
had
talking. I'm gonna go
fun.
get water. I'll be right back.
fair enough. So where Percy's getting hydrated, I'm going to talk about Jim Carrey and his part in the film. So I remember watching an interview that like Jim Carrey said that he had fun with this role, and by watching his performance on his own, it shows he had
Yo.
fun with this.
Yo, apparently also, I heard this from a different interview I just watched earlier.
Mhm.
Apparently, Jim Carrey was able to just he had almost complete freedom over as to what he wanted in one scene.
Yeah,
He was able to do his own thing most of the time.
because I think that as an
Like that
actor, that's kind of something that you want, is for you to be able to take
That
care,
would be
like,
awesome.
yeah, like for you to like take control of your character and like
Yeah,
mold
to
it.
have complete control and to know the character and mold him to how you would interpret him.
Yeah, the
I think that
performance
would be
would be
fantastic.
like better in that sense.
Jim Carrey also explained how he was also drawn to that character because of, well, this is how I interpret it. because Robotnik is a guy who was like, uh, who grew up without having any,
Parents,
um, well,
authority
yeah,
figure.
any emotional attachment, any kind of love. And Jim Carrey said he was always attached to these characters that didn't have that kind of love because Jim Carrey grew up with fantastic parents. He absolutely loved his parents when he grew up and how they raised him.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But he just seems so drawn to how some people grew up in like poor, really bad situations.
Uh huh. Keep going.
And for him to act out that entire role, he had so much fun. He dropped in like little hints in there. Oh wait, that part where he loses his head. Apparently, that was an homage to another actor. I can't remember his name. I'm gonna have to search it up.
No, but I saw that same interview too. I know what you're talking about.
Then you know where I'm getting this from, right?
Yeah, I understand what you're referring to. Yeah, I saw that interview too. Apparently, he was watching like some other movie or like he was in another movie, and
Mhm.
there was a scene where like
Oh,
he was able to what's it called? He was able to like their head just disappeared, and he wanted to recreate that or like try out his own version in the
yeah,
movie.
where the actor turns around and he's just holding his head in his arms and stuff.
Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty gnarly.
And how Jim
That entire
Carrey.
performance in that scene was hilarious. My God.
Yes, it was. Oh my gosh, it was. He's just dancing
Like,
around, having his own groove.
especially the music that played in that background.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
need to look up the original
It was
soundtrack.
it was like Sons of Archery or something.
I need to look up the
Sons of
original.
Anarchy or something like
Yeah,
that.
Can
that's
we can we can we have that playing in the background?
of
Can't
the
have that.
podcast. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Copyright.
That's fucking copyright. No, but like,
Fair enough.
but what was I gonna say? But Ben Schwartz, right? I love this guy because he's the voice actor of Sonic. He played every. He's like a game. Even though I hate saying it, he's a gamer. He plays a bunch of Sonic games and he just enjoys like classical games like that. So the way he prepared for the role is that he would not play any of the modern games, right? He would go
Yep.
back and play like the original
Oh,
ones.
so he didn't play any of the modern.
No, he didn't want to play any of them because he didn't want to copy anyone's style. So what he would do is just go back and play like the first 3 games or like Sonic CD and all that, right? And put his own voice into it, where he would be all like, "What would Sonic say at that moment?" or like, "What would he do right here?" or like stuff like that is basically what he would do.
John, why?
So like that's what he was doing the entire time. But I enjoy Ben Schwartz's performance because he's a pretty chill guy. He's like, how should I say? He's like pretty genuine dude because he enjoys Sonic games and he enjoys like just playing and like having fun while he was working on the movie. But
Mhm.
like, dude, the amount of Easter eggs in that movie is insane.
Yes, definitely.
Like, all right, I had to. I was sitting in the theater, so I went with Eddie,
Yes.
Abraham, Ronald, and Tuan. I was sitting right next to Ronald, and I would have to point out every
Wha-
5 to 10 minutes
Yeah,
what
dude.
Easter egg was
Yeah,
happening
dude.
at the time.
There
Because
were that many
That
Easter
was
eggs.
so
yeah,
funny. Yeah, there was so many Easter eggs.
Ronald is used to be like a big Sonic fan, but he stopped playing for a while. But I'm still like a big Sonic fan. I love playing the games. I bought Sonic
uh,
Generations for the PC
I just bought
just the other
Sonic
day,
Unleashed.
but I would have to like sit down and be like even in the opening scene, right? I had to show him, hey, do you know where that's from? And he's all like, no, I don't know. And I was all like, that's the Sonic Mania intro, and those echidnas are like from
Or
Tequila's
yeah,
tribe or
From
some
his
shit.
from Knuckles' tribe.
Mhm.
yeah.
Hey, quick question: was Tails in the movie?
Yes,
Oh,
Tails was in
yes.
In the movie.
Tails was
Tails
in a
was
movie in the
awesome.
end. It was one of the
I knew it.
best. It
I
was one
knew
of the
it.
biggest
He was at the
hype.
end.
It was one of the biggest
I
hypes.
knew it.
It wasn't. No, it's not like he was at the end. He was an after credit scene.
He was the post credit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. I had a feeling he was gonna be that.
He was a post credit scene, right? And I can't.
Yeah.
And I, dude, everyone in the theater got so excited. At least in
Bruh,
our
I
theater.
jumped from my seat. I was like, nah, they didn't do that. They did not
Yo.
do that.
Yo, I'll tell you what happened when I saw Tails. I said, yo! I jumped
Yo.
up a little bit. I was the only one at the beginning of it. I just, as soon as I realized it was Tails, I was like, yo!
I said, all I saw was the silhouette, and I was like, "Is that Tails?" And then, like, as soon as it jumps on and you see it, she was like, "Yo!" I was like, dude, that
I
was
was
the
like, yo!
Yo,
best
can
part.
we talk about how they got the voice actress from like the video games, the voice Tails?
Yeah,
That's a
the
guy.
voice actress from...
No,
no,
the
it's
voice
a
actor,
voice actress.
voice actress for
She
for Tails.
voices Tails in Sonic Boom.
Yeah,
Is that who they got?
yes, they got the same voice as the games.
I'm going on IMDb.
Oh, wait.
Do it, I dare you. No balls.
You know, but yeah, cause like Tails is such a like his voice is like unique. How should I say? Not everyone can pull it off. It's like a sweet innocent thing.
It's like a kid's voice, kind of.
Mhm.
So I mean, most in case like a company doesn't want to like employ a kid to voice, they most likely would get like a female, which a notable voice actress I could think of right now is like Tara Strong.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
So I went to the IMDb page and she's not even listed. You have to go all the way down because she didn't get she wasn't credited.
Bruh, that's
So
fucked.
Oh, that's
she wasn't credited for the reason of it being a secret. I on IMDb. That's the reason why she didn't get credited. That's the only reason. And I'm pretty sure she was
Okay.
okay with that because at the end of the day, she gets a pay raise, and she gets to be in the next Sonic the Hedgehog
next-
movie. But so I told Eddie I have this entire scenario as to what I think the Sonic the Hedgehog, the second one, is gonna be about. Cause like first of all, it's gonna be Tails convincing Sonic that he has to go back, right? And then Sonic is gonna have
Eggman?
like, huh?
Eggman might come back.
No. So I believe Eggman's not even gonna make an appearance in the second movie until the end. That's what I believe in. Until the end
mean-
or in the middle, because
He
he's in the Mushroom Island, right? He's obviously gonna find his way back. He's gonna find his
Yes.
way back, right? But what I'm
Obviously.
saying is that the second movie is probably gonna be based around Knuckles, and he's gonna be the bad guy, at least for a while, because as you know, in the original games, Sonic and Knuckles were like hated each other until the end. That's why like he went Supersonic and bullshit, right?
yes.
So what I'm
You know,
saying,
I didn't watch the movie,
go on.
but what if they use Metal Sonic instead of Knuckles?
I don't think. Oh,
No,
well,
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Not yet.
not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Robot Sonic. Yeah, I know that's pretty like after, but
Not yet. Probably the third movie if they do well on the second.
Could this be like a Shrek kind of trilogy thing?
So Ronald
Lord
was
Fork
so
one.
Ronald so
His
Ronald
enemy.
and Abraham were thinking that Sonic is the start. Sonic is the Tony Stark of the video game universe. And it's gonna initiate the Smash Bros initiative.
Oh my God.
And I was all like, nah, shut the fuck up. That sounds hilarious. No,
Too
but
good to be true.
But what I'm saying is that Knuckles is gonna be the main villain of the second movie, right? Because
Yes.
it's gonna be the
Yeah,
second
yeah.
movie. I believe that Tails is gonna try and convince Sonic to go back, right, and say that everything is fine, that her that Sonic's mom is still alive or some shit,
Mm-hmm.
and that they go back, right? But at the time that Tails was gone, Knuckles' tribe hunted down and captured Chaos, or like not Chaos,
Chaos.
the owl lady.
Yeah, the owl.
And then Sonic has to defeat like all of the Knuckles, or like the Echidnas, all of the Echidnas, in order to get her back. And then like they get her back, and then like they have talks, they have discussions. There's like a big like twist or whatever, and then out of
Big
nowhere,
reveal.
as soon as everything is good, and then the movie ends, Eggman makes a post-credit scene where he's back, and like he's probably gotten bigger and chunkier, and
I
he
like
still
them
has,
big. I like them
and he
chunky.
has all his egg bots, or yeah, or bad nicks.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Eggman was getting a little fat in the mushroom thing.
Yeah, you saw
Yeah,
that
yeah,
too.
and the mushroom
The
thing, he's
mustache.
getting a little bit fat.
I was all like, yeah, my
He's,
was
I'm
man's,
like,
just like, yes.
my man's is getting there. He
Mhm.
knows.
But you got to remember
Yo,
that like
can I
that
say,
Knuckles is like the last echidna ever.
No, Knuckles
Yeah.
isn't the last echidna. So like in the comics, right? Knuckles is the powerful echidna, the most powerful echidna. In the first 3 Sonic games, he is the last echidna. Or like up
Okay.
until Sonic Adventures 2.
Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, until Sonic Adventure
Wait.
2, they talk about him being the last echidna. I understand where you're coming from. I totally understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure they're also gonna get inspirations for the movies off of the comics. And in the comics, it says that Knuckles is one of the most powerful echidnas. That's why he's
From
been.
like
That's why he's
the
been told to guard the Master Emerald. I feel like the
Yeah,
second
yeah, yeah.
movie is gonna introduce the Chaos Emeralds,
yo, actually,
There's this
yes.
movie.
but I believe it has to be
Yo.
done at the end of the movie. Because
Yo,
it can't just like
I wanna-
introduce it in the middle and be like, oh, now he has to capture all 7.
Yo,
Okay,
I wanna
but-
speculate. Oh,
Go on.
If we're going to introduce Knuckles, where's the Master Emerald then? I mean, isn't that what Knuckles is protecting?
No, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna introduce the Chaos Emeralds in the second one, right? But they're not gonna realize that there's actual Chaos Emeralds. They're just gonna think it's just the Master Emerald. But probably Knuckles is gonna tell them about like all the other Chaos Emeralds.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
yo, but I want to speculate how Sonic's power. You know how they kept referring to how Sonic's power is so powerful and unique and shit, and how people want to steal it.
Yeah.
Well, what exactly was Sonic's power? Because all you saw in the movie was just lightning,
Fucking dumbass Abraham
him.
thought it was he was gonna turn into Super Sonic.
supersonic. No, he needs all 7 Chaos Emeralds to do that.
It's his depression.
Uh,
the
Can I
thing
say,
about
though,
running at light
the-
speed is like you only live in darkness.
You're right.
You can't outrun depression.
Not
That's
yet.
it.
Oh.
Not with that attitude, you can't.
Yo,
Crazy.
can I say that Sonic gave me lonely vibes, like when he was alone at the beginning?
Yeah, I see that.
That
Well,
made
okay.
sense though.
Here- Here's the problem for me.
Mhm.
Kind of, it started out really fast, so I wasn't able to build like a relationship with Sonic.
First
I mean,
of all,
totally-
it was an hour and 30 minutes long.
I know, but like the beginning kind of happened pretty fast, in my opinion. So, I mean, feel free to like counteract my opinion if if you think you can justify.
So,
So
you know,
what
when
you're
it
saying
comes
is that you're
to
too slow.
first of all, when it comes to a video game or any new IP, they want to move the story quick and onto a point, right? But I understand that they need some time to at least character develop someone, right?
You're too slow.
But that's what you would
Just watch
have.
the anime.
But that's what you would have throughout the entire
Shut up,
movie.
darling.
Because like Sonic as a kid, right? So
Yeah.
immediately we learn that Sonic is raised by an owl. And immediately we learn that the owl doesn't want Sonic to be out and running. And immediately we learn that there's danger and that she establishes that there are rings and those rings are portals in order to go to different dimensions. That's
Yo,
immediately
that was
what's
kinda
established. Like really
Yo, that was
fast. And I was
kinda-
all like, okay, I understand why we're even on Earth to begin with. I can understand why
that
we're
was
on Earth.
kind of that was kind of crazy though. The rings being interdimensional portals and stuff.
I
But then I
I
was
thought
like,
back to
no,
Sonic the
no,
Hedgehog
no,
1.
Yeah.
I thought back to the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one
where
where
there's,
like
the
you
giant
jump.
ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Sonic X? Like, weren't the rings used? No.
No, it was no,
no,
Sonic
no.
X. It was Dr. Eggman's like huge machine that launched them all to Earth or like to a different dimension.
Yo,
But I
legit
remember a
wanna
story where like the rings actually teleported like characters.
That's one of the comic books, I believe.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. They're getting inspiration from the comic books and stuff.
Fair. All right.
Yo, be like Shadow the Hedgehog, knocks off his 2 rings.
I
in his
feel like the
base.
only characters they're gonna introduce is Knuckles, and then that's it. And then they're probably gonna hop around different dimensions, right? Until, you know what I think? You know what I might think? I think that
But
the Echidnas have a religious like belief in a Master Emerald that everyone knows about, but nobody knows how to get there. Why do you think the Echidnas? Do you think that's why the Echidnas were trying to? First of all, the Echidnas are trying to steal Sonic's power. Second of all,
Yeah,
the owl said that they have rings, special rings, only to be teleported with, right? And the Echidnas were trying to capture Sonic and the rings. And if you saw in Sonic's map, there's an Angel Island where the Master Emerald is at, where the Master Emerald is being kept at.
yeah.
you're right.
So I'm just saying, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, they're gonna do some shit with
Well,
that.
if it's mapped out, don't you think that they've already been there, like the Echidnas?
No, like the Echidnas don't have the rings to get there. That's what I'm saying, because they're gonna try and steal it. Unless the
Then
rings are
how
like
do you
something you can.
acquire rings then?
That's what I'm saying. Unless the rings are something that you can buy at a shop or some
Because
place that you can
I'm
dig.
trying to like think this rationally.
Mhm.
Because if Tails was able to get rings and able to travel through worlds and stuff, and managed
I
to
mean,
track down
maybe
Sonic.
Tails like developed like a portal, not even a ring.
No, he threw a ring.
He threw a ring.
He threw a ring. He came out of a ring. If it was a portal, that's something that he made. It would be stationary, wouldn't it? And he has like a controller maybe to open it from the other side or
Sure.
something. That would just be too complicated, I think.
I think we're speculating too much. I think we're gonna give too much credibility to the amount of work that a Sonic movie can have. Although I do want to see how it's
They
gonna work out.
deserve it.
I
Although
do want to see how it's
Sega
gonna work out in
deserves
the end.
Sega deserves the credit. I don't like Paramount. I don't like Paramount.
So what happened? Yeah, so you got to tell me the story about Paramount. Apparently, there's been a huge argument. Or some
Apparently,
shit that happened to Paramount.
apparently Paramount. They didn't let Sega have a lot of creative freedoms. That's how Paramount originally came up with the first Sonic concept. Yeah, that.
We-
And then once that happened, Sega was able to
bring in
help out the
their
second
team.
time. Yeah.
But now with the first movie like doing really successful, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna pass like 700 million.
It's definitely gonna. Did it pass Detective Pikachu yet?
Yeah, it did. It passed
It did.
passed
It
like
did
the
pass.
first weekend.
Okay.
Well, when it came to an opening video game adaptation, it passed Birds of Prey, and Birds of Prey came out like a week before. And I felt
Exactly.
so upset. I felt so upset because first of all, Birds of Prey, like DC has been working really hard to get like good story movies, and as soon as Birds of Prey came out, right, it had a good story apparently, and everyone liked it, but just no one gave a shit. That's the sad part. Like nobody cared, cause they did they're doing underwhelm. Like they're having like bad times at the box office. They're having really bad time at the box office because Sonic the Hedgehog is taking over, which
Do you
makes
think
sense.
they just like released the film at a bad time?
Absolutely, absolutely.
They thought they like could compete with like Sonic, but like not that didn't like
Yeah,
work out.
because first I can understand why they thought they can compete with Sonic because video game movies are known to be shit. But after Detective Pikachu, that seemed to be like a pretty cool movie.
Oh, yo, I did a quick Google search of the movie.
Uh huh.
It's got a 63% on Rotten Tomatoes,
The Hedgehog?
47% on
Keep going.
47% on Metacritic, and a 6.9 out of 10 on IMDb. But I scroll down further, it says 96% like this movie, Google users, that is. That's
Well,
pretty
of
good.
course.
Its budget for the movie was 95 million US dollars. Did pretty
They're
well.
probably gonna have a bigger budget next movie.
If they.
But like, dude, we just gotta wait for that second movie to come out. It's gonna come out in 2023.
Maybe, possibly,
Yeah.
most likely. Either that or a very late 2022. Because they could just start right now. You know, pen a
Oh my
script.
gosh. Wow.
I'm not sure. It depends.
It depends on
Apparently
how
from
well the
Los-
writers are gonna do.
Apparently
Mhm.
from the Los Angeles Times, when it first premiered, hold up, give me a second. Continue.
Go on. But like,
No, go on. Go
what I'm
on to
saying
wherever
is
you were.
that they should at least take their time to rewrite the script. Because now that they introduced Tails, I wonder what exactly they want to do. Because like,
Hmm.
in order to, all right, when it comes to sequels, they're pretty hard to manage because you already set the foundation when it came to the first movie. So you had a lot of leeway as to what you wanted to do. But after establishing rules in the first movie, you have to keep following them in the second one. And you can't, I wouldn't say you can't fuck up, but like, you can add more rules to the second one so you can at least have some leeway.
If you can continue world building, I think you'll be fine with a sequel.
That's, yeah,
If,
yeah, exactly what I'm saying.
if you can't, it's best if you don't do a sequel.
Mhm. Like, do the script so it makes sense, or like that at least helps out what story you're trying to convey. Cause like if you're just gonna mash out and like put out another Sonic movie just for the fuck of it, just cause it brings in money, but I can understand why they want to bring in money, cause like every company wants the money, right? But
Yeah.
like you have to remember that the audience has the power to give you money and has the power to just like not give you anything, to not waste any time with you.
Hmm.
So like I feel like that's what they should do and worry about and talk about.
I mean, like this is Sega. I'm pretty sure they would take care of their IP. You know, they wouldn't like let anyone like trash it.
And
Like the last,
go on.
yeah. So one case I could like bring up where like someone let a company do their own thing was like the Sega. No, not the Sega. The Philips CDI. You guys remember that?
I think I do. Go on.
The shitty Mario, Hotel Mario, and Sega. I mean, fuck, I
Oh
keep saying
yeah,
Sega.
I know
The
exactly what you're
Mario
talking about.
Hotel and the Zelda
Yeah.
games. Yeah, that's a case where Nintendo had no input, and there was like
And
one
just
bad Mario game and three bad Zelda games.
dude, that's so fucked, man. I can't believe. It's like they gotta take care of their precious property too. They can't just like let any Randy come in and try and make it bigger just because they promised them money. But at the end of the day, if you fuck it up, right, there is no money.
Mm-hmm.
They're like there won't be
Yeah.
any money at all.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait until they add Amy Rose.
Amy Rose.
That's gonna be a fun
Damn.
play.
It's gonna be the funniest thing ever. I wonder who's gonna here. If they keep the same voice actors and the only actor that's not there is the original Sonic one, that's gonna be some weird
That's
talks in
gonna
the
be.
voice cast. People are gonna be real upset. I'm just saying. In my opinion, Ben. All right. So first of all, Ben Schwartz is a good Sonic, right? For a live action one.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed Sonic Boom Sonic and Sonic Colors of Sonic. I wanted them to bring back Sonic Colors Sonic back to the live action one. That's who I wanted them to bring back, or who I wanted them to consider at least.
He had a name. Fuck. But I know who you're talking about.
Exactly. You know damn well who I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
I gotta
Yo.
admit, he is a good voice actor. Craig was his
So
name?
I think so.
Craig.
okay,
Yeah. Continue.
Oh, apparently the Sonic movie did pretty damn well. It when it debuted, it earned around $40 million,
Sonic the Hedgehog.
and yeah,
Sonic the Hedgehog's opening President's Day weekend, Valentine's
did
President's Day weekend made $65 million.
oh shit,
Damn.
that's a lot.
Made
And then
yeah.
it says here that the early global total. This was just early reports
Hold
that
on.
globally it's earned so far 113 million. That's just the early report.
That's just
It's
a
a
span of
pretty
like
damn.
4 days,
Yeah,
4 or 5 days.
that's a lot of money to earn in those 4 days compared to like Birds of Prey and Detective Pikachu for that matter.
Right? That's exactly what I'm saying, man.
That's a lot. Oh my gosh.
I wonder what they're gonna
I
do
didn't
with that
realize.
much success.
I don't know, but I think they should
Hopefully,
really.
they don't mess it up and start
With a
doing
bad
some.
game.
Yeah.
I hope they don't
That
release a bad sequel. I hope they don't release a bad sequel.
All right, so I'm gonna go use the bathroom. You guys are gonna have to keep talking. Make sure there's no blank space.
fair enough. We will do our best.
We'll do our best. But I want to name some of the references though,
Yeah,
which I thought were cool.
for some reason I
I
didn't pick up on anything.
Please don't
So
leave any
yeah,
blank space. All right. I'm being serious.
I
All right,
I
I'm,
got you.
We're not. Chill. Chill. Go take a whiz. Okay, but as I was saying, I like how the town was named Green Hills, which refers to I think it was
The
Sonic
town.
Adventures 2,
Mhm.
where the one of the zones are called Green Hill Zone.
Yeah.
The tabletop uh pong board that Sonic was using at the beginning to play ping pong by himself. That also, what it says is like top ruins or something. I don't know what it says on the board, but it was also another reference to another level in one of the Sonic games.
What Sonic games?
Uh, I have no clue. I
Would it be
can't remember.
Sonic Adventure? Because like I remember, that took
They did
place
a
in like
lot
a
of
human like
Sonic
world.
Adventures references.
I mean, I could definitely
Um,
see why they would do that as like Sonic
yo,
Adventure is
apparent,
already established in a real life or you know place.
apparently, Sonic's goofy hat. Apparently, it's an homage to what Knuckles wore in this one movie, in this one Sonic movie, one of the cartoon movies.
The animes.
It was an animated cartoon. I don't know. But basically, he wore that the entire time during the movie,
Hmm.
which was cool. Crap, I'm trying to remember. Oh, I love the little Easter egg where when he got his rings back and he got hurt, that all the
He
rings
dropped his
fell
rings.
everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah, he dropped his
I
rings.
noticed that. I noticed that.
I was like, clever bastards.
100 IQ move right there.
100 IQ move. And then he gets up like nothing happened.
Snap! I'm gonna die.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Oh,
playing
and the
Minecraft.
chase and the chase sequence with Dr. Robotnik, where he's chasing Sonic throughout Seattle, I think it was, right? I don't know.
San
Can't
Francisco.
remember. San Francisco. My bad for those
It's okay.
angry in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Uh I remember him chasing Sonic throughout the damn town. Apparently, that's supposed to be a reference to Sonic Adventures 2 when he's snowboarding down streets.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Shit. Oh yeah, let's talk about the Fortnite reference that Sonic did.
The flossing.
Yeah, flossing.
I didn't like that.
I didn't
That
like that either.
that just kind of tells you like how long this movie was in development for. Because I remember like when that was announced, Fortnite was kind of a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
remember, Sonic, it's a kids movie, and you know what kids do now?
They
They
still
flop.
floss.
They play Fortnite.
Well,
Kids
yeah.
these days.
So that's basically
Pretty
why.
Fair enough.
Speaking of Fortnite, yo, I wonder when that game's gonna die.
Probably not anytime soon. And if anything, if it does fall out of popularity, it's most likely going to have a dedicated fan base that will
It
like
probably
keep it
will
relevant.
have a dedicated fan base because you got people like Ninja.
There's gonna be a there's gonna be a Deadpool skin coming out,
Really?
Ooh,
Oh.
and there's customizable skins as well.
Uh.
snap. I mean, I don't really play Fortnite as
I
much.
think that's pretty cool though, how Fortnite's able to connect so many different consoles though. Like legit. You can play it on the PC, Xbox, PS4, Nintendo
You know,
Switch
Minecraft
now,
is crossplay with PS4
And-
too. Now,
Yeah, Minecraft's
is?
crossplay.
yeah,
With
it's
PS4
crossplay
now?
with PS4. Yeah, Windows 10 edition. It's crossplay with PS4,
Yo,
Switch,
speaking
and PC.
Oh damn. Okay, I
Speaking
gotta
of
Xbox.
hit up.
crossplay,
I gotta hit up with some of my friends then, because I did not know about the PS4 thing.
Thing is, PS4 does not have realms yet.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yo,
But you can still play with PS4 players, right?
Hey,
Yeah,
Okay.
hey, what's your opinion on crossplay though? I want to hear that.
it's amazing.
Like,
It's a great
it's amazing,
idea.
Yeah,
It brings
great
gamers
idea.
together.
yeah, it does. It's like, especially in our friend group. Some of us has PS4s, and some of us have Xboxes. And there used to be a time where we couldn't play with each other on either of the consoles. But then when Fortnite came out, and then more companies started doing cross-compatible games, it started becoming a really popular thing because it connects people, not with just the Xbox, Xbox players playing with other Xbox players, but now it's Xbox players playing against PS4 players, playing against
Yep.
PC players. And I think that kind of connectivity really brings the whole idea of gamers being a whole now, because you know how there's like console wars,
Yeah.
the whole thing about console wars and companies competing against each other. Even Google's trying to get in on like the whole gaming thing with
Yeah, with Google Stadia.
right?
But thing is,
Apparently
you
that's
have to
shit,
pay
though.
for Stadia, and you also have to pay for the games that are in Stadia.
Yeah.
I heard
Which
some bad things about Stadia. Can someone elaborate on that?
Stadia apparently this is not from my experience at all. This was
Need,
from
like-
someone else. It was very laggy and slow. It did
Yeah,
not.
you need like a crazy Wi-Fi connection, like really good.
I'm back.
Yeah, you need a really good Wi-Fi
Because it's
connection in order
it's
to start
streaming
Stadia.
it's streaming a game off of their servers onto your device.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Xbox is doing the same thing on phone.
yeah, but it's doing
An
way
app
better.
called-
It's doing way
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
I
It's
love
doing way better.
that. It's way better. I love the idea of being able to play anywhere as long as I have a good internet connection. And
Yeah.
stream it from.
But
my
like, what kind
Xbox
of
to my
games are
phone.
you able to play on it though?
Oh, there's
every-
Devil May Cry 5.
There's a list. There's a list on the Xbox.
There's a list.
There's a
There's
list
a
on
list.
the Xbox.
And then
.com.
you can also stream it from your console, whatever
your
games
console.
you have downloaded on your console.
I believe that when it comes to things like that, the
Right now
only
it's in
things
beta.
I'ma stream are probably platformers. That's the only type of game that I would play. I don't think I would ever play like first-person shooters on like
Really?
a streaming server. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
I
because
would,
First person
I would,
shooter-
but it would be like a campaign. It would be like what's it
It would
called?
be a campaign. Yeah.
It would
I
be a
understand
campaign.
That because,
That's what I would do. But I wouldn't do
Yo,
any like
let's
multiplayer shit.
Yo, let's talk about first-person shooters for a little bit.
Go on.
Do you think that first-person shooters right now are becoming a little bit stale?
Like they're all the
Especially
same
with
thing. Access to
yeah,
reload.
yeah, X to reload. You gotta while sprinting, you gotta press B to like do the slide or dive.
What I believe game studios should do is have creative freedom and not worry about any trend. What they should try and strive for is to create their own
I-
type of trend. Even
Hey,
though it's not gonna be as popular, you're still gonna have a pretty big fan base behind it. Because, for example,
Hey,
what
But
we
they're
have
not.
right,
But not.
but what I what
They,
like
but what they're going for is for money.
what
They don't want anything
what the
else.
company like Microsoft is trying to like Activision is trying to go for is money, not the developers themselves. Because then you have people like Ninja Theory who made an mental illness game, right? They were. It's called. You guys heard of Hellblade? That's
yeah.
well,
No.
that's what they made, right? And the game is based
Oh yeah,
around mental.
Hellblade.
The game is based around mental illness and how this character is coping with it, but it feels like an action game, right?
Yeah.
But what they were trying
Uh,
to say is trying to make a story, and PS4
Yeah, it's trying
and
to
people at PlayStation 4, or I mean Sony, accepted it and just sold it, or like published it and like started spreading it out, and everyone loved it. People like Activision and EA are the companies that are just want money from it. That's why they keep producing nothing but multiplayer
Yeah.
games.
Let Speaking of EA, you remember that whole fiasco about Battlefront 2?
And
Yeah.
Oh,
That
another
as
thing
a Star Wars
too,
fan, that
like-
hurt.
what about
That hurt.
Bethesda as well? You can't forget about Bethesda. How they wanted to do more microtransactions in Fallout 76.
yet they mess up
Tired of-
Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How
the mess
I've
of
never
Fallout.
I don't think anyone else plays that game. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people who play it, but I've never heard about it anymore after like the whole fiasco.
John played it for a little bit, and he's like,
It's not that good.
he liked playing with his friends, but there's so many things wrong about that game.
What I
Like-
believe should happen is that, like I stated, is that like developers should just worry about creating a good story and having like a good experience with like you, the console, the controller, the television, you by yourself. It doesn't have to be a multiplayer game. It can be a campaign and just a story that you want to tell. It
Hey.
it could have multiplayer incorporated, right? But like you would have to do it on the principle that you want other people to have fun too.
So
Not
kind of
because of
This day and
microtransactions.
age, more social games like couch party games. There's not really much of them
couch party
anymore.
Games. I wish there was
Couch
There's
party
a-
game. I would
like the-
absolutely
like the-
love couch party game. Eddie,
Like the
we
only
have to
couch party
play.
games right now
Go
are
on.
like Smash Bros. And basically, that's
yeah,
it.
Eddie, we have to
Yeah,
play that game called Lovers in a Dangerous Space and Time.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a
definitely.
4-player game. Like me, you, Daniel, and Eddie. Me and you, Daniel, and Eddie. Me and you, Daniel, and John. We got it. We have to play.
Yeah.
It. That would be a fun ass game.
Yeah, John, Daniel, and I, we played it one time. It was hilarious.
We gotta
were
we
yelling
gotta
at
do
each
the
other.
entire campaign. It'll be really fun.
What?
But like,
Couch
darling,
the greatest.
Ninja Theory, you have they're developing a game called Bleeding Edge. Have you seen it?
Nope.
It's a hero game. It's a third-party hero game, and it's basically Team Fortress 2 style, where you have like classes and stuff like that, and it's more of a combat thing.
Oh, wait.
There's no shooting.
Wait,
There's
I
only
think I
like
know
some
what game you're
shooting, but like it's mainly like melee.
Wait. It's that. What? Bleeding Edge.
I see.
Is that what you're talking about? Like the.
There's one game that I would like to play on console. That's only on PC. It's called Dragon Ball Online.
I should probably
You
get
mean Dragon Ball Xenoverse? That's basically.
No, Dragon Ball Online. Dragon Ball Online is like a pretty old game. That's only on PC. It's
You
it was
have a
first in
PC.
Japan, right? But then Bandai stopped supporting it, and then some fans recreated it and uploaded it so people play. And like they're managing the servers as well.
that. Oh shit.
Oh wait, speaking of managing, hey, you know Call of Duty Online?
Go on.
Yeah,
The
the
Chinese game.
yes,
China.
they also
That-
Did
did
they
bring that
finally
too.
bring it over?
They're
That has
planning on
been
bringing it over.
They're planning on bringing it over, and it's by the guys who created Modern Warfare and stuff that want to bring it over and stuff.
I heard it was really
I
good.
think that would, yeah, it's pretty good.
It has a lot of
It's
game
actually
modes.
really,
It has
really good.
microtransactions. It has all that, but it's
Yeah,
still good.
but it's still good because it adds on new stuff
It's
and
like
it adds its own like crazy
every Call of
feature
Duty
to it.
mixed together, basically. Every old Call of Duty, at least.
Like from when?
Black
Like
Ops
what?
3 before.
Everything before Black Ops 3.
Yeah, and
Okay,
Black Ops
yeah,
3.
the game was called Bleeding Edge. That one where it has classes and stuff.
Oh snap!
But they're always updating games, so I'm pretty sure they added new like Black Ops 4 stuff and Modern Warfare stuff as
Speaking
well.
of updating games, Anthem is apparently having a 2.0 update like MCC did, where they're gonna completely
Yep.
do an overhaul to the game.
Except
Even though
Dude,
I don't
that
know
should have
how-
happened ages ago.
ages ago.
yes,
Yeah,
there's a lot. There's been a
it's
lack
a
of
year.
content.
It's been a year.
People could
Quite
just
literally.
catch up and have really good armor if they
Mhm.
look. It's like Anthem is basically a game you grind and then boom, you're done once you have everything. And the reason for that is just the reason for that was because they didn't have any new maps. Like it took them months to add a new stronghold, and they still have that stronghold. They haven't added any more.
Darling, do you have Anthem?
Yeah, I bought it like the first week.
Yeah, that's the first
I
game.
grinded. I
We've
grinded.
I've
that.
I've launched it.
Percy, what do
Me-
you mean?
Eddie and
we
I
played with.
we played with Darlin. I totally, dude.
Yeah, we
I
played
feel
with
so bad
Anthem
because Anthem.
with
I
Darwin.
feel so bad because Anthem's like first mission was so forgettable for me that I don't remember the people I was playing with. I believe I was playing solo. I'm not even kidding. But what I should say is that so me and Eddie want to play Anthem again to get our $60 worth because we spent good money on that game, and we want to get the $60 worth.
Yeah, but
You know,
and the hype surrounding it.
I remember. I grinded it, and then you wanted to play with me, and you're like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna play with you because you're already overpowered and you just kill stuff."
Yes, I hate that. I want to have a challenge. I don't want to. I don't want to join a game just to get carried by somebody. I hate that.
Yeah,
I like
dude,
when it comes to like games like Dungeon Defenders, right? I'm like a pretty high level, but I still play with Denny, even though he's a lower level. But what I know is that Denny's gonna reach up to my level like in seconds, and then we're both gonna have a challenge. And we did. We had a challenge in like this one world, and we're like when we were playing Dungeon Defenders 2. That's what I like. I love to
Yo.
have the challenge. I don't want to
And
get carried by
Anthem,
somebody who
it's
has like
basically
so much stuff.
based off of RNG.
Yeah.
Like
And-
the drops are RNG, and you have to be a certain level to get certain drops as well.
Yo,
I still not buying it
I-
because like
I-
you, Eddie,
hate-
you not you and Eddie, you and Carlos, Carlos
Eric.
and Eric are like high levels. I'm not gonna play with you guys because you guys are like you guys already know what to do. You guys already understand like the mission objectives. I played with Eric the other day, and Eric's all like, not the other day, but like months ago, right? When he said that he was a max level, I was like, I played with him and Carlos, and then Carlos all like, oh no, you don't have to get that. I was like, why? He's all like, oh, that doesn't do anything. I'm like, but I wanted like, even though I know he was trying to be good, right? I just want to get fucked over. Like, I want to have an experience where like I understand, oh, this shit's stupid. I shouldn't get this, or like something like that. That's what I want to have. I don't want somebody to just like carry me around. I want to be surprised. I want to be astonished. I want to be this and that.
I wonder what
That's what I enjoy.
I wonder what new free roam game's gonna come out in the future.
Free?
Free roam,
Cyberpunk.
because I know GTA 6.
Cyberpunk.
Yo, speaking of Cyberpunk, I love what they're
Cyberpunk?
doing.
Wait.
I love what they're doing.
Before we go into Cyberpunk and Minecraft Dungeons.
Minecraft Dungeons.
Apparently, Minecraft Dungeons is gonna have like an endless like amount of dungeons.
Hey, won't it have
I forgot about
What?
Minecraft Dungeons.
Minecraft
Two?
Dungeons is gonna have like an endless amount of dungeons, so technically, quote unquote, free roam with some restrictions. But yeah,
Yo,
I can't
Yo,
wait till
Perky.
GTA 6 comes out. But I wonder if you're gonna be using the same character in GTA 5
oh,
or
when it comes to
online.
online mode, you know what I've been
Yeah.
telling you that they should be doing? They should kill off the character, or like they should do like a grand heist, or what they should do is that the GTA Online character, right, should
Yeah.
travel somewhere else. Like one of the final updates for GTA Online should be like the final heist and bullshit like that, and he's gonna have to
You
skip
know what they
town.
should add for one of the final updates for GTA 5? They should add Ludendorff, a heist in Ludendorff. You know, the snow area where you first begin the story mode.
Oh, yo,
That's what they should add, because there used to be a glitch in where on the
you're able to
360
get
where
over
you
there.
could go
Yeah,
to, yeah,
dude, that shit was insane.
and that
Me and
I never did it, but
me,
that looked awesome.
Adrian, and Charles did it, dude. That shit was insane. I was like, yo, follow me, boys. It was a
You
fun
can see
time.
the alien under the ice and all that. Like they have
Yo.
to add that map.
yo, what would I want to go back to Minecraft Dungeons. Would they support couch play co-op?
Absolutely,
would.
absolutely.
They have to.
I think they would benefit a lot doing that.
Dude, when Minecraft Dungeons comes out, Denny's is gonna buy it for me, and then I'm gonna be forced. Then I'm gonna be forced to buy like Minecraft Java Edition. I'm still not happy about that. But like,
I have to buy that.
but
I'll be happy about it because that has mods.
I
but
got
so
both the
Denny
Windows and Java.
really wants to like grind on that game, and I'm all like, I'll be down to grind every day playing Minecraft Dungeons just to fuck over a bunch of spiders, huge, and there's bosses. The great thing about Minecraft is the fact that the creators can do whatever the fuck they want with it. They can create spin-off after spin-off after spin-off, and it would make sense. It would absolutely make sense. Like Minecraft Dungeons,
Yeah.
that shit
Considering
makes
it has
sense.
no story.
Cause it has absolutely no story, and you can create whatever the fuck you want.
Like
Like
like Joker in DC, he has no backstory. So they've made multiple backstories in the comic books and as well as the movie that they made recently.
Exactly.
Yo, you said exactly like you don't know shit about that.
Well,
You
for
put
alright,
that
so when it
pause.
comes like you're talking about the Joker, right?
Yeah.
So when the Joker does have a backstory, just one backstory.
No, he
just a
doesn't.
simple backstory.
No,
Yes,
he
he does. He has
No, he
one
doesn't.
No,
backstory.
it doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
There
It doesn't.
are many interpretations of his story.
That's different. That's fucking different. You can interpret the origin story. That means nobody in like anywhere has an origin story.
All right, all
That's
No.
exactly what you're saying. That's exactly what you're saying.
No, that's not what he's saying.
That's what you're saying.
No, that's
Yes,
not what
it
I'm saying.
is.
I'm saying he has no backstory. He's just the Joker.
He's just a Joker.
He's just the person that wants to kill Batman.
No, he has a backstory.
What's his backstory then?
I don't know, but it's in one of the comics. I know he has a backstory.
No.
You can't just
No.
waft the character
Percy.
into existence.
Percy, I've researched this. He does not have a backstory. You can
If
look
I-
it up. What's
alright,
Joker's
I'll look it up.
backstory? It depends on which
okay.
comic book.
I
Go on,
know
Denny.
that
You got this.
there is like one backstory that I know of where like Joker was originally like a good guy and like had a wife and a kid on the way, but like some mobsters like killed his wife with an unborn child. So he kind of like joined the mafia, and like Batman kind of like pushed him down like I think some toxic waste that bleached his skin white.
That's one of his backstories, but he has no official one. And another one is where he used to be partners with Batman and then became enemies with Batman.
Mm-hmm.
But those are like there's no official backstory. That's why they make multiple backstories all the time for him.
That's kind
It
of
just
fucked.
really adds on the Joker's like crazy
That's bullshit.
state.
There has to be a backstory.
Yeah,
Just one
like
backstory.
in
No, but
the
there
Dark-
isn't.
Like in
I believe that's
like in
know.
the
bullshit.
Dark
I believe
Knight.
that's bullshit.
No,
Look
in
it
the
up.
Dark Knight, you know how Joker tells these random stories throughout the entire movie
Yeah.
where he's like,
Yeah.
my father used to beat my mother, and when he looked at me, and he said, let's put a smile on that,
Do it faster.
put knife in mouth and cuts him, you know, that kind of stuff. And then another story talks about how he had one bad day where like his life changed.
Hmm.
And the what's similar to all these stories is that it's literally could be anyone. Anyone can become the Joker if they have just like one bad day, or in the recent Joker movie, he had like a bunch of bad shit happen to him.
You know what they should do?
Yeah.
They should just make one official backstory and see how the public would react.
Dude,
No,
they can't make one
they
official
won't like
backstory.
it.
Yes, they
They-
absolutely can. It's fucking DC. It's their own
No,
property. They can go like,
no,
this is canon. This is what we say.
no,
They can do it. They can
no,
absolutely do it. They'll hear a
no.
bunch of
He's just a
backlash.
Joker. He's
Listen,
just a Joker,
they
and
can't do
that
it.
is it.
From a company standpoint, they can do whatever the fuck they want with the Joker. They're gonna turn
He's
him
just
gay.
a Joker,
He's gay.
and that is it. There's like thousands of freaking DC universes, right? And where Joker has different backstories,
Hmm.
and most of them don't even have a backstory for Joker. He's just Joker.
He just appears out of thin air.
He just
And
fights.
Batman-
He just fights Batman.
And Batman doesn't even question who the fuck the guy is. He just knows that he's the
No,
Joker.
he does.
He does question it. He just, but he just knows that Joker's evil, so he must,
What the fuck, man?
He's just like, oh, look at this man right here.
he's evil. I gotta
He's
get him.
clearly evil. I must punch him repeatedly, but not kill him.
Exactly. Pow, bang, smack.
Wowzers.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, fuck that whole Joker has no backstory thing. I
Joker's
find that
just
so
psychotic
hard.
and all that.
Find that so hard to believe.
There's universes where he's killed Batman.
All right,
and he
don't
does
bring up
stuff
universes.
like rip
All right,
off his face.
Don't bring up universes. Shut the fuck up. We can stop. Fucking universes, bro. That's so hard.
Percy is confused.
I am, but like not in a confused way. In the fact that like, from a company standpoint, why the fuck wouldn't you give this one villain a backstory?
Hey, it's back then. They're just heroes.
But like
all
Marvel,
they focused on was heroes.
But like Marvel, all of their superheroes have different backstories. Then there's only one
Yeah.
popularized one.
Just all the superheroes in DC have backstories.
Different backstories though.
Yeah, different backstories. All the
So does
superheroes in
nobody?
DC have
So does
different
nobody?
backstories.
So does
Well,
nobody
I-
have
it-
like an actual backstory? Cause like
There's-
their backstory is
well,
not
like you
canon,
said,
right? Cause their
Marvel-
backstory. Listen, cause their backstories changes within different comics, and Marvel says that all right for right now this is canon, and for that that's not. They can have different backstories, and only one is popularized by the media, or by society, I should say, or by childhood nostalgia.
And DC, if they
Really?
ever mess up with something, they just say it's another universe.
True.
That's fucking gay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's like so much universes DC, it just you can't even count it. There's like Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, all that.
Have you guys seen
Marvel
Where,
also
the?
where there's
has, like, a long
Ultraman,
I did see the.
there's
I did
evil
see the clip.
Superman.
I did see the clip of. I think it's called. I think the show is called Earth Crisis. It's one of those DC
Crisis on
Isn't
Infinite
that
Earth.
like a Flash
Crisis
thing?
on Infinite Earth. Like it's one of those
There's
DC shows, right? Where like all the DC
Yeah, that's
shows
a
came together or
that's
some shit.
yeah, that's crossover.
That's the
but
one. Yeah, that's the
Earth-
one. And they went to Earth 666, and they saw Lucifer. From the TV
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Because
Lucifer-
Lucifer is a DC character.
Yeah.
And there's
Didn't
there's
it-
Earth
Didn't
there's
you
Earth
bring, like,
X,
the
which
actor-
is a Nazi Earth ruled by
Oh.
Nazis.
Didn't we also see like some similar concept like that in like Justice League, the animated show? Like when they started time
I
traveling.
think so. Look, I never seen Justice League.
I don't.
I I've never
I
seen it, so I
Well,
can't
there's
say much about it.
Justice League.
There's also
or
a
Batman
DC
hero.
universe where all the heroes are zombies
Yeah.
That's
Like,
also a
and they
Marvel
kill
universe.
everything.
Deceased.
Yeah, that's also a Marvel universe. There's a Marvel universe where Deadpool kills everyone too.
That too. That too.
True.
But
And he kills the very idea of a hero.
Yep.
intriguing, intriguing. But overall, when it comes to stories, like people can just change a bunch of shit like willy nilly.
Interesting. Yes. Hmm.
Fucking. Oh, y'all blank space. Oh, Darlin, did you actually want to talk about
Mhm.
who's the biggest simp?
Oh,
Do you know what a simp is, Isaiah?
No, I do not.
A simp is Darlin. Darlin is the type of
no,
person.
I'm not a simp.
You are a simp.
A simp is someone that praises females a bit too much.
Just to
Like,
get some.
females are always
Just to
right.
get some.
Females
Just to get laid.
are above me. Females deserve more respect. Always, I'm always after females.
Just to
That's
get
a simp.
respect.
So basically, I kiss ass essentially.
No, just to get
Yes.
laid.
Yeah, fuck boy.
No. That's not just to get laid. It's
No,
basically
they
a kiss
want.
ass.
Oh yeah, true. They basically he's right. What he said was correct.
So the topic of
Like, I must protect women at every cost. So who's more of a simp, Finn or Mordecai?
So a simp would be somebody who would do anything for no, but like you're wrong. A simp is somebody who would do is a guy who would do anything for a female, right? Because they want to be
Yeah.
with them. That's what a simp is. Because they want to be with them.
No.
Yes, that's what that is. What you're describing is something completely different, darling. A simp is somebody who like a simp is a guy who does anything and like calls females like correct. They're right all the time. They like when a female is talking shit about guys, the simp would be all like, "Yeah, you're right. Guys are like terrible. Guys are shit."
Guys are
That's
dogs.
It's the
that's
type
what
of
it-
person
that's
who,
what a
instead
simp-
of trying to
that's
attack
what a
the
simp would
opposite
do.
sex through being attractive and interesting,
No,
is
but
more.
the simp's main goal is to be with the person
They use
in an,
fox,
in an either in an either
niceness, and
sexual
concern,
way,
and hope that it will one day
in an either
result in
sexual
goodies.
way or a romantic way. They just do whatever they can to be with that person. That's what a simp is. So like,
Interesting.
do you think
Examples.
Mordecai or Finn is the biggest simp?
I mean, throughout the shows, both their hearts have been like incredibly like hurt by like
Who's a simp?
in romance. Do I have to
Okay.
pick someone?
Yes.
Oh
I
boy.
said Mordecai.
I
killed his
can
best friend
tell that
for-
I can tell there's going to be a lot of hate in the comments.
Go
Oh
on.
boy. Okay, I need to think about this for like maybe a half a second. Thinking about the shows, okay. Did Finn ever move on from Princess Bubblegum?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mordecai obviously moved on because he started dating that Cloud lady.
No, but then he came back.
No, but he came back.
Yep. Mordecai betrayed Rigby for Margaret.
Don't you remember the episode where Mordecai killed Rigby?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That episode where like he executed Order 66.
I was like, yeah, dude, fuck that. Mordecai's a big simp. Although Mordecai's a cool guy.
What do you mean
So,
he's a cool
he's a-
guy? He killed Rigby and
He killed Rigby. You
Shut up.
can't forgive murder.
Shut up, he's a cool guy.
Yep. Killed Rigby.
He's a cool
Mordecai's
guy.
a simp.
Wait, hold on. Let's bring up another case of Mordecai killing his best friend.
Looks like
How about
you're
that
the
time,
nerd.
Rigby?
I'm the cool guy. Looks like you're the
Rigby-
nerd. No, I'm just playing.
No, I remember Rigby in that one movie where it's this entire concept of where Rigby lied to Mordecai about being accepted into college. And Mordecai has been living this entire lie that he wasn't accepted. and then a whole bunch of
Shenanigans.
actions happens, and Mordecai kills Rigby. In the future, that is.
Dude, is it me or does Mordecai kill Rigby a lot?
He does.
Yeah, it's unnatural.
Yeah.
He
It's
actually.
like
Those-
really fucked up.
Wait, yo, remember the microwave episode where
That's the one that we were talking about.
Rigby pushed him off?
It's like,
the
oh,
microwave?
dearest friend of mine, I cherish you. Says that as you push him off a bridge.
Dude,
At least Rigby didn't kill.
But guys,
Wait, hold on. Before I say anything, has Rigby ever killed Mordecai?
I think a couple of times, but I'm
No,
not
he
sure.
has not.
I don't
Really? He
It,
hasn't?
it's
I
been
thought
Mordecai
don't
doing the
think
killing.
so.
Rigby has never killed Mordecai.
Dude, Mordecai's
But
a
guys,
fucking killer.
Mordecai's the verdict, right? He's a simp, right?
He's a simp. I believe he's the ultimate simp.
Now a harder question. Who's more of a simp, Mordecai or Johnny Bravo?
Johnny Bravo's
Johnny
not a
Bravo.
simp.
What?
Johnny
No,
Bravo's
not
not a
again.
simp.
No. This as soon as you brought up Johnny Bravo, no, discussion dead.
Johnny Bravo's
Johnny
not
Bravo
a
is
simp.
not a simp.
Johnny Bravo's
Everyone
what
should-
every man
He's
should
just a
strive
dude
to
that
be.
can't get it. That's the thing.
Johnny Bravo's what every man should strive to be. I don't know about you, man.
A guy who's always pushy and wants to get the girl's number.
Who can't even get a girl's number, but like, oh, dude, I've seen like I started to watch like old clips of Johnny Bravo, and I haven't, dude. I gotta tell you, I've never laughed so hard in like months, bro. Fucking that
Like, hello,
show
sweet
is
mama.
so funny. I can't believe I like slept on that show when I was a kid.
You slept on that show?
No, like how should I put it? Like it
You-
would.
you let it
I
pass
wouldn't.
under
I
the radar.
wouldn't. Like I wouldn't. I wouldn't go searching for it. But like when it
To
played,
be
right?
honest, I did.
When it like I wouldn't go searching for it on like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, or like as a kid because I didn't know where it was, right? I would never go
Yeah.
searching for it like I did with SpongeBob. Like I would always turn on Nickelodeon just to find SpongeBob. I would never do that. But if I saw it like on, I wouldn't change the channel. I would still stay and watch. That's what I mean. Was like so like I technically slept on that show, even though that show is fucking hilarious.
This guy, Bravo, they did that. They be
So the way Johnny Bravo's
admit, he's
origin is he had a date to the prom, but he was like skinny, right? And he had no muscles or anything. But he wanted to show the girl a really good time, right? So he started exercising. And then he got big and bulky like you see him on the show now, right?
Yeah.
But then at the end, I believe the girl thought that she was like too much of a loser for him. So then the girl left.
Oh.
Yeah. And then Johnny's all like, no. And he's all like, all of that time wasted. And then Johnny's all like, but I'm still a rockin' hot the guy. And I'm all like, Johnny, you know damn well he is. I was like,
He knows who he is.
he knows who
That's
he is,
the
bro.
thing.
He doesn't lose his
At least
pride.
he knows.
Johnny does not
Yeah,
lose his
he-
pride, and that's what a biggest simp is when they start losing their pride over a female. Johnny doesn't change who he is. He's still like a pretty hilarious ass guy.
Yeah, he's like, well, I'm still me, even if she doesn't think that she deserves me.
Yeah. That's also where I'm getting the idea for like Finn. He's like Finn, like yeah, none of the okay. So I know that like Flame Princess, they were a thing for a little bit, but then they broke up, right? But like even after, yeah, Finn was depressed as like hell. But even then, he was still able to move on and just like live.
He started dating.
His life.
He started dating
Yep.
the forest chick. I forgot her name for a while.
Wasn't the forest chick like a past life of Finn though?
No,
No? Am I
the
thinking of
wizard,
something else?
the wizard one, the wizard forest chick. I'll show you it like probably at the I'll show you it later, but like I can show you it now.
It's not the Archer one.
It is the Archer one.
What?
Really?
You know what's crazy? How Finn had like lived a whole life in that pillow world and became an old man, but when he came back, he acted just like a kid, just like normal.
Yo, okay, that
Yo, that was
episode
kinda crazy,
messed me
though.
up. Jeez.
It's like we'll never
Especially how
forget
Finn
you.
like came out.
He's not good.
Yeah,
what are you
it's
talking
like-
about?
He's
No,
not good.
no.
No, I know what you're talking about. I was just messing around. I was just making a joke. Calm down, everybody.
Oh,
But that episode was crazy.
What's your favorite episode of Adventure Time?
oh, I can't.
There you go. I
The-
posted
you
it. I
remember the
posted it in the.
Halloween?
I posted it in the podcasting. Do you see it? I posted it in the podcast. That chick.
I'm
Oh, I
thinking
see that.
She
yeah,
went.
No,
He went out with. He went out with her, for like, a while. Well, like I don't think they officially went out, but like they had an on again off again thing, where like they would always
Oh.
kiss and like have a good time. Actually, never mind. Yeah, they did go out. What the fuck am I saying?
I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure they did go on.
They went out for a while. Yeah, until
Mhm.
she broke up with him because he needed to go on in like an adventure.
True. But I guess for like favorite episodes from Adventure Time, the thing that would always get me excited were the Halloween specials. You know, the zombies.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, those
Yeah.
were those were nice. I like those.
Oh, like BMO's remember the mask party? Where it's basically
Oh
mystery?
yeah, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
That was
about.
good.
Dude, that was a real big
Yeah.
twist. Do you guys remember that like huge twist where they went to the like murder night thing? Like who's the murderer or like some shit like that, right? And then they figure
Yeah.
out it was all like cuz it was like
The
a
house.
thing. It was a thing for like Finn's birthday to figure out who the
Yeah.
murderer was at the house or like the big mansion. And then like
Mhm.
Or you
remember
like
remember that scene in the library where it was like a melting chick? And then like
Yeah.
and then Finn is all like, Jake, you did a pretty good job with that melting chick. Like she looked pretty real and like pretty scary. And then Jake's all like, what
Oh.
melting chick?
well, multi chick. Yeah, that
And
I
then
like that.
dude, when I was
And that-
dude,
and
as a kid that fucked me up. I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yo, and it turns out that was one of Finn's past lives.
Yeah.
that was one. of
Which was
Finn's
crazy.
lives. And I like how he remember the memory vault, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna put that in the
I'm gonna
vault."
put that in the memory vault.
And it's gone.
Like I'm dude, I fucking
Like he's aware of that. He's doing that and putting it inside like a metaphorical vault. I like how they do revisit the whole vault thing in a future episode where they go into his like memories and stuff.
I like the Lich arc.
Lichurk was pretty good.
Like,
but
that-
like as a kid I was
it
all
was
like
creepy and
but like as a kid, right, I was all like the Lich isn't fucking
Really cool at the
powerful.
same
It's
time.
getting- When I was a kid I was like the Lich isn't fucking powerful, getting killed by a fucking like 13-year-old. Fuck out of here. That's- that's what I-
he's getting bodied by this 13-year-old. He gets killed by a sweater.
Yeah, I was like fucking bitch. The power
He was
of
pretty-
liking someone a lot.
he was pretty creepy though.
He was creepy though. Yeah.
For a kids
I like-
movie, for a kids TV show, yeah.
Oh,
What's it
remember
called?
the alternate reality
Dude,
where
that
the bombs
dude,
never
I think
landed?
that was
Oh,
I think that was
yeah.
a season finale for like one of them, right? That was a season finale and a season premiere where they ended the season with Finn waking up as like a regular human when the bombs didn't drop, and then the season premiere started when like they started to look at different at the different realities. Have you guys
Yeah.
at that time?
Let's go.
At that time, creepypastas were exploding, and I got into it. And there was a creepypasta called The Mushroom War, which wasn't much of a creepypasta, but it was like the history behind Adventure Time, and it sounds like when you listen to it, right, or like when you read it, it's fucking terrifying. Like, I got
Dude.
scared.
Finn's dad is an asshole. Like,
Yeah.
He
fuck
reminds
Finn's
me of
dad.
my dad.
he's fucking. Yo, he reminds me of my dad too.
He reminds me of my dad.
He just left.
Exactly, bro.
He
That's
just,
why.
like-
That's why I had a big connection with him because my dad also left, bro. Dead ass.
That nigga like Finn was like trying to hold on as hard as he could.
Dude, that episode was heartbreaking. Cause
For
it, like,
real.
Sucked,
I was
and he
like,
lost an arm.
fuck. Yeah, man.
For real. Yeah, and he lost his arm.
Yeah.
And he's
And he
never
just-
gonna see him again. They never saw him again. At least.
But he was like his father was a pretty good guy until like he got hit in the head. That's what fucked
Yeah.
him up.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Do you
that's-
think they're ever gonna do a spin-off series of like the future?
they already have?
Yeah, they already
they're
have.
continuing the show.
Freaking
is.
HBO Max.
I never saw it.
HBO Max called
They picked it up.
picked it up, so now they're doing like future, like Steven Universe's future. Do you guys know that?
Yeah.
That's basically what
Yeah.
they're
Yes.
doing.
They're trying
I
to.
didn't really watch Steven Universes like that.
I
Universe like that.
I
You
would
know.
have I would have kept watching Steven Universe if they would have just stopped with a bunch of crying. I would have kept watching it because it was a good like it's a pretty good show, but like there was too much crying for my young self that I didn't give a fuck.
You know, my young self was pretty homophobic.
Dude, I feel like you guys have like your episodes, like your favorite episodes of Adventure Time is like creepy and like adventures and stuff. I love those episodes of Adventure Time where it's just calming. There's an episode,
Robin,
there's legit an episode of Jake being a brick and just describing what's going on around him. That's it. That's it. That's all that's happening. I love that episode.
Robin,
That's one of my
but
favorite
what happened to
episodes.
James Baxter though?
Dude.
Percy, I'm about to do an entire fan episode of Finn just watching grass grow.
Just
I'm just
what?
gonna tag you. Just of Finn just watching grass grow, and
Dude,
just like
That
him
could
at the
have,
end.
dude.
Going,
That would have made a
Huh.
good episode. I'm not gonna lie to you. If they made
Wait,
an episode about freaking
what?
bricks, then yeah. They made an
Fair
entire
enough,
dude. They made an entire episode of playing a board game.
Wait,
Sure
yo,
they
remember
did.
that
Yo, it's
Remember
it's
that-
so
special?
ironic. Well, not ironic, but like it's a good, show of creativity and how they could get something so boring, but yet make it so goddamn interesting.
Like, dude,
Yo,
I got
remember
hooked on
the-
that screen when that brick episode came out. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Remember the episode where they're having a musical and Finn and Jake sing about the circle of life?
Yeah.
I am
And then,
choppy
like-
on my memory. Explain it, somewhat.
It's like super psychedelic at some parts.
Oh no, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Then I know exactly what you're talking about. But I don't remember most
Oh,
of it.
so
I
good.
remember like points of it though. I would like to point out Eric. Eric is watching the podcast live stream, and Eric says that we went from talking to Sonic to Anthem to Cyberpunk to Adventure Time in the span of like 30 minutes.
That's what
Yo.
happens when you're in the podcast business.
Speaking of cyberpunk,
About 30 minutes, dude. It's been like 2 hours.
No, like I guess.
Like, topic
yo,
wise.
what Cyberpunk is doing, I love that. I love how you don't hear too much hype about it. It's just like,
Keanu Reeves.
oh my gosh,
That's
yeah.
that's the only thing that buzzed.
I like how the hype is at a steady level.
The hype.
It's like,
The hype is only on
Not
Keanu
too much.
Reeves. That's it.
yeah,
That's the
Yeah,
only hype.
basically.
Guys, if it has Daddy Keanu, I'm watching the film.
You're gay.
Um,
The budget for a film could be $2, but if it has Keanu Reeves, I will watch it.
Dude,
But-
it's fucking hilarious.
Cyberpunk. What's so good about it is like how transparent they are behind it.
Go on.
Well, except one certain detail.
The fact that
about
they they
microtransactions.
delayed it for 2 more years. Back
Mhm.
when it came out in 2017, the trailer.
Yeah, and what I like about it is that they're first doing the single player story. They're focusing on that,
There's gonna be a
and
multiplayer.
then whatever. Yeah, there's gonna be multiplayer.
Why?
What do you mean,
Well,
why?
I believe more companies should start. More game publishers should
Yeah,
make
but
only
multiplayer
campaign
won't
games.
come.
So then people think, oh look, maybe if we make a game that has story, people would buy it more, like they did GTA 5.
Dude,
Yeah, like
and
the
this.
Bethesda?
the Jedi.
No, but what they're doing. Let me finish. What they're doing is that multiplayer won't come out until like later.
So they're
later,
doing.
later.
So they're doing what GTA. Did.
GTA.
Yeah, basically what GTA did, where they won't release the multiplayer until like next.
I guess that's alright.
Dude, Bethesda messed up
Why?
Wolfenstein
what-
Youngblood.
Oh, Young Blood. Oh, where it's well the
It's mo-
twins and stuff.
Yeah, it's a multiplayer game.
Yeah, it's a multiplayer game. It's pretty
That's
cool.
story based.
Like
I don't think it's cool.
like the first Titanfall. That's basically
No,
what
not
the
like
first Titanfall
that.
was.
It's not like that. It's more like a co-op experience where you're playing through the game like Halo.
No, shut the fuck up. No, absolutely not Halo.
Like all the
It's only
other
2 players and
Wolfensteins,
you
they're
run through the
single
mission.
player, and like you're just, the guy, and you're going around killing people, being that fucking awesome. And this one's just like I can't even understand it.
I mean, you enjoyed
Oof.
the first one, right?
Yeah, the first and second one were awesome.
Yo, but crap, what's the other game you mentioned?
Go on.
Oh, Titanfall. Can we talk about how Titanfall and its whole universe really clapped back in the second one?
Never played.
And now Apex
What do you mean?
Legends.
I heard Apex Legends is a great addition to Titanfall universe.
Yeah. It's its own thing. There's
Yeah, its own
speculation that
story.
it's like a separate universe entirely.
I mean, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it happens after what happened to Titanfall.
No,
Yeah,
it
but
happens
there-
before,
But
doesn't
some
it?
of the dates. No.
No, it's after.
See, like, fuck Respawn, fuck Apex. See, like, that's why I don't play this shit.
But
But I do. Watch your mouth.
It's
what's
already after hours.
amazing about
Or make it
what
watch
they
you.
did?
Hey,
It's
guys.
amazing how they did that.
What's up, Isaiah?
Like they revamped the multiplayer.
I think I got a GG.
single player too.
Damn, bro. Listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
But
If you guys are still talking by the time I'm like done, I guess I'll jump back on.
okay.
So yeah. All right. Best of luck to you, mates.
Goodbye,
Alright,
my
so
Right?
what was I gonna say? Fucking, I want them to fix Anthem, bro. Trying to get $60 back in again.
Anthem could have done so much.
Did you
It's
finish
really
the story mode?
No, I didn't even finish the story.
I
mode.
didn't even
It was-
start it. I think I'm still on the first
It
level.
was boring.
It's
It
a
was
pretty
boring.
nice story.
The gameplay was boring for me. Like it didn't really have that
I need more excitement.
good progression. There wasn't that great
It's a slow
Progression.
progression at the start.
yeah, but the guns looked exactly the same as well. Like there's no variation in how the gun looked or something.
There's a lot more new guns now, I'm pretty sure.
Now,
Yeah, now.
oh no, man. We'll probably look at it later, in the span of like a couple of weeks to see what they do with that game. Or like in a month or two, because they're gonna do an entire overhaul in that game. So like, I want to see exactly what the hell they're planning on doing with any of that new.
I
stuff.
hope it's good. I hope it's good. I really do. Because I really wanted Anthem to be that next level game.
It looked like it too
Where-
in like the E3 stuff.
Yeah, and then the hype kept growing and growing, and then expectations were left down.
Dude, the gameplay is awesome. It's just content.
It's like an Iron Man 1.
Content.
some shit. Essentially what it's at. And it's fine.
I remember that Iron Man game on 360. It was pretty fun.
You know, Eric has played every single one of the Iron Man games.
Played every single what?
Every single one of the Iron Man games.
Really?
Deadass.
I heard that they were like good, but not fantastic.
They were like one of those games that you would just buy and just casually play and like wouldn't pay attention too much because like it was alright, but it wasn't the best.
Yo, one of the games that I played that were just fun to mess around with was Army of Two. Army of Two was good.
I
That
played
entire
that
series.
for like the first mission with Eric, and then we stopped playing.
Why?
And I don't know why we stopped playing. I think it's because like we were busy doing some other stuff, but that was it.
But Army of Two, John and I, we played it. We played, not the first one, but the second one, 40 days later.
Mm-hmm.
There was like this siege in this one town. You play as Salem and I forgot the other guy's name. But you guys go around the town. You gotta make choices, and these choices have consequences. Like this one ally you have, he helps you through this town and stuff, and you get to choose whether or not you kill him or you spare him. And there's effects to these choices. In this little cutscene afterward, it shows you the consequences of it. If you decide to kill him, he falls off the building you're on to the ground, and then you just see missing posters of him on like the walls. His body's never recovered. And you hear phone calls from his like fiance saying, "Hey, where are you? Hello? Hello? Call me back whenever you get this." And it's like, shit, was that the right decision?
That
And
sounds
gets you thinking.
hilarious. Go on.
But and there's this other choice as well, where you're pinned down by gunfire. You guys are like low on ammo, and there's guns just ahead of you, but they keep shooting. And at the time, there's like this little kid you're guarding, trying to protect him from this siege that's happening, where there's public execution. What happens is that you have a choice. You can ask the kid to quickly duck behind cover and pass him some guns. Or you can tell him to stay where he is.
And we could die.
What happened was, no, quite the opposite. Our brother, John and I, we were choosing this decision, and we ran out of time trying to decide what to do. So I went with my decision. We were flipping through decisions like left and right, but I went with wherever my cursor was on. It was on the kid running towards the guns and passing it. What happens is that kid dies in that shootout, and it shows his parents looking for him on this like poster board, and them crying in front of him, and then finding his body eventually and having a funeral. And you're just there like, what the fuck? It was hard to see that scene. And then it was hard to see it because John and I were both stunned. We're open mouthed. We're like, oh my shit, we got this kid killed.
Fucking deserved it.
Let alone this kid was like 8, by the way.
Fucking deserved it even more.
Okay, moving on from that, there was the third game where you play as Alpha and Bravo
Alright. No spoilers.
and shit.
Calm down.
But it's so good. The game is so
He's
good.
been
You have,
spoiling
like,
this the whole
He's
entire
been
time. What do
spoiling
you mean
the
no
entire
spoilers?
Huh? No, I just don't want to
They're
hear
not-
another fucking thing about it. It sounds like a
It's
pretty
not
good
part
game.
of
Yo,
the
though.
what's
grand
wrong with
story,
you? That's
though.
really asshole-ish. How about we talk about how Percy's an asshole?
Well,
It's like, it's like
let me
yeah.
tell you.
Like, fuck you, person.
No, but it sounds like a pretty awesome game though. I have the third one. Well, apparently I don't have it anymore, but like I
Oh.
used to.
oh,
Big
but
L's. So you're taking L's?
L's.
Is that what I'm hearing?
But you know,
Big L's?
it's good.
Big L's? Double L?
All right. Does anyone?
But it had like this overkill mode in the third game, where both you and your partner have
You
infinite ammo, and you got no you take no damage. It's like
Reload.
this meter, like rage meter in God of War, and it goes in slow motion, so you see every explosion crackle. You see heads getting hit by bullets. It's
mm-hmm.
so moving on. Uh,
He cut out.
Yeah, that was all like, yeah, go on. And then I was like, oh, I think he cut out or something. So,
so moving on.
okay. Uh, all right, first of all, before we end it, because we already been talking for like 2 hours and 4 minutes.
No, we haven't. Oh my
we,
gosh.
we
Oh,
absolutely we've been talking for like a long time.
oof.
Before we end it, darling, do you wanna say anything? Cause you've been quiet through most of it.
Says the
Squidward.
dad. Squid.
Squidward. All right, so before we
What the
go,
fuck does that
have
mean?
you heard of the darling? Have you heard of the Fermi theory? Or I'm saying it wrong, the Fermi theory or whatever it is called.
No.
All right, let me ask you this real quick.
I don't know what that is.
Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you believe in aliens. What about you, Eddie?
I think I would like the possibility. I'm kind of okay with either idea of like not believing in aliens and believing that there is aliens. But I think it'd be pretty cool if aliens did exist, you know?
So the
I
Fermi.
believe in
Unless they're trying to kill us.
I believe in
And
an
then
advanced race of
Independence
humans
Day.
So
that watch over us
it's
as
called
we.
it's called the Fermi paradox, right? Now we have our galaxy alone, right, has 100 has like 100 400 billion stars. Our galaxy alone, right? And like when you start to equate the entire universe, that's like a lot of fucking stars. Trillions, more than trillions, more than
Well, in the
everything.
observable.
In only the observable universe. Only the observable universe. But what we
But
see,
we
right?
can't really see.
But what we see, right, is at least like 100 billion to 400 billion. That's what we see, right? The Fermi theory is trying to suggest that it's trying to put math into perspective, saying that mathematically speaking, there should be alien life right next to us. There should be, but there isn't. There's like, it takes like science, it deduces every possibility that it could, and like comes out with the solution and be all like, all right, we should have this amount of people in like different types of Earth, like habitable planets for life, right?
Mhm.
But with the Fermi paradox is the fact that we don't have any communication with anything. So like take this for consideration, right? Like I said in the beginning of the podcast, the Earth has only been around for 4.6 billion years. Human life has only been around for 200,000 years. Human history, like early civilization, has only been around for 20,000 years. Modern technology has only been around for like less than 100 years. Like advanced super technology, like the laptop, the computer, the phones, the FaceTime, everything has been around for less than 100 years, right? That's a pretty
Yep.
that's pretty small. Like that's pretty small time when it comes to advancements in technology. But now think about this. Earth is 4.6 billion years old, right? Now, let's say for example there's a planet X, right? That was born 8 billion years ago. Mhm. And is following the same history that we are following. Where like right now, let's say for example planet X is 8 billion years old, right? We're already halfway through what planet X is already like in present time, right? Keep with me, keep with me. Planet X still has 4 billion more years from modern technology up. So they have way more time to like advance like any type of technology, correct?
Yes.
Because the universe, the observable universe, or at least that we know of, has only been around for 14 billion years. So when it comes to the Fermi paradox, as that is an example, there should be like higher intelligent life out there, shouldn't there? Mathematically speaking, there should be more intelligent life out there, but there isn't. Or like if there is, we're not able to contact them. Look, I posted a little sketch on the on the podcast chat. Do you see that? They have way more
Yeah, I see it.
time they have way more time than we do, or that we've already had. The way the paradox continues is that there should be at least 1 billion Earth-like planets and 100,000 intelligent civilizations in our galaxy alone, right? And they're saying that if we're right that there are 100,000 more intelligent civilizations in our galaxy, and even a fraction of them are sending out radio waves. Like if they're as they like if they want to advance and start going to other planets like we do, we should at least pick them up, right? But we don't pick up anything, not even in our galaxy or like near like planets that we're next to, not even near like solar systems. We don't pick up anything. Maybe we're just doing it wrong, right? But the or like the paradox goes on saying that there's three types of civilization. The first type of civilization has the ability to use all energy on their planet, like everything in their planet, right? They're suggesting that we're not that type of civilization yet. We're like close to there, like, and they would put us on the scale on 0.7, correct? Set type 2 civilization is that people that can harness the star, their host is star. So if we were to harness like the power and the energy of our star, that would transform us into a type 2 civilization, right? This paradox goes
But
like really strange.
Percy,
No. I
Percy,
I
there's some.
understand. It's some science fiction type shit. I understand. It's some science fiction type shit.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say.
Go on.
But I'm pretty sure today, uh, people are trying to use the Earth's geothermal, like the core, well, above the core's heat as energy.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's civilization 1, and we're not fully at 1 yet, according to the paradox. Right? We're not fully at 1 yet. And now civilization 2 is harnessing the sun, our sun. That would be civilization 2. And according to this paradox, civilization 3 blows like it completely throws science fiction in, and you start to think, well, this sounds stupid. Where like we would use the entire Milky Way as an energy source, as an
Yeah, that's
adaptable energy
the
source. It sounds pretty fucked up. It sounds like pretty weird. It sounds pretty sciencey, science fictiony. I mean, and the argument for the paradox goes, where the hell is everybody? Correct? Like where's any other sign of intelligent life? Like, of course they're not. They're probably not going to be humans out there. But there has to be some form of intelligent life. So the paradox goes on further to explain that there is a great filter that shields us from like not I wouldn't say shields us, but like blocks us from communicating out to anybody else. And there's three major possibilities of reality. Either we are rare, meaning that we passed the great filter and now we're like one of the first ones to like pass it, and now we're doing like high intelligence stuff. That's the first theory. The second theory is that we are we are the first ones to only do it, while the other one was we're rare. Like maybe some other civilizations out there, maybe some other civilizations out there are doing it, but like not as advanced as we are. And then like the second goal is that we are the first ones to do it, meaning that like we are the only one to be in this type of like cosmic area. And then the third one, which I like I would believe in is that like we're fucked. As in the great filter that's stopping us or blocking us from communicating to any other life is far beyond ahead of us already. And we're just in the midst. We're just starting off. So like we're screwed. And like the way the paradox goes is that like we can either be completely wrong or there's higher civilization like around us and we just don't know, or maybe they're not even on the planet, maybe they're like extra dimensional beings and stuff like that. Like if you were to read upon the article you would find yourself like terrified because the way the science and the amount of math that they use to explain it is creepy as fuck. Is like it blows me away every time I think about it. Cause like
Mhm.
there has to be like where's the intelligent life? Earth is universe is 14 billion years old. Well, according to our science, there should be other planets. If there's like great planets out there, better than ours, or like the same as ours, but they are been around longer, right? They should be more advanced than we are, extremely advanced, and we should at least pick up like some type of like signal. But we don't. We don't. We absolutely don't. They say for every grain of sand on Earth, there should be at least 100,000 intelligent civilizations. At least for every grain of sand on Earth. And you put that into perspective, you start thinking to yourself, well, we're probably screwed then, because like I don't know, we're alone. That fucking that Russian astronomer, I forgot his name, but that astronomer that said the quote like the two possibilities of like Earth, right, is that we're either alone in a huge rock drifting to space, or like we're not the only ones. He said, I believe he said we're either alone or we're not. And he said both possibilities are terrifying. That's what he's saying. And like I don't know. I got like I started thinking like I started reading that theory or paradox like a week ago, and then I just kept searching it up on YouTube, and now I'm like I can't stop thinking about it. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I find it fascinating though. It's not gonna take over my life, but like it's so interesting to read. You should read it. You should already read it. And like one of the theories that redditors are saying is that maybe there is life out there, right? But like they're all quiet because of like a great evil, like a great colonizer or some shit like that. And that's when I'm all like, okay, I kind of draw the line on that, but like still. But
Yeah, it's like some sci-fi
yeah, some
shit.
Star Wars type shit. But like the paradox is like crazy to me. It's crazy to me. You have to read. You absolutely. If not read, there's a YouTube video that you can watch. Right, search up the Fermi paradox, and you look up the video, and it's crazy. It's really crazy. It's
Yeah,
but it's horrifying.
yeah.
To understand. But yeah,
Considering I'm illiterate, I'll probably just watch the video.
you should watch the video if you like. It's pretty crazy, man. I'm telling you. If you watch the video, you're gonna have like a crazy. I'll send you the video. Matter of fact, I'll send you the video before I go to bed. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. All
I
right.
see.
So, we ready to end the podcast?
Yep, yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you for joining us, people. We have like, so we peaked at like 18 viewers who were like listening to the podcast, which is
Oh,
not
I
that
wonder what
bad. Not that bad, if I might ask you, say.
you're only nice.
At one time, or
Uh, no, not at one time, but like 18 distinguished
yeah,
viewers. Like 18 different viewers
For how long?
because they're not the same. So, according to YouTube, it says the average watch time people would stay is 23 minutes.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. At least for a podcast. I like so. But anyways, all right. I'm gonna just say thanks to the people who are watching on YouTube because
Now we're Now going on to our sponsor.
Cause
called
now,
Becca.
cause now we're just gonna live stream it on YouTube, and then I'm gonna upload it on Spotify, so it's like easier for like some people to hear. No, but yeah, I guess that's how we're gonna do. All right, so I'm gonna end it. All right.
Remember,
Don't
Emily
leave.
for America is Aga.
All right, I'm gonna end it. See you later, YouTube.
Bye. Later, YouTube.